Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there.
It has to be me. I've always got to start this up on some nonsense. Listen, water bottle, get out the way. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It is another live review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 3. I should say Round 3, yeah. Episode 3, all queens go to heaven. Shout out to the All Dogs Go to Heaven reference. We have a special guest here today with my co-host, Valery Vision, from Valery Vision's page on YouTube. If you didn't know this, because you should know this, because why not? I also co-hosted the review with her on her channel last week, so definitely check that out. But she's going to be joining me today. We're going to try to make something out of this 42-minute episode, ain't we, Valery? We're going to try to make something out of this 42-minute episode, baby. When I tell you, I didn't know this was Drag Race on a speed run. Temple Warrior run kind of mess, baby. And I'm talking about the DLC was included. So let's go ahead and get my social medias out the way first. I have some good news at the end of this review today. I got some awesome news today. It was such a shock, but I was like, okay, sure, great, awesome. So I can't wait for that. It's also going to help me get my cat old. It's just lots of stuff is happening here. So let's start this up. Let's get me out the way first. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that all in the link tree link in the description down below. Just grab some fruit, a little Mativia, a good poot, and you'll be able to find me in all those social media places and spaces. Now, I also have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company with dragqueenmerch.com. That's Mativia shirts, Ramp Pack shirts. The panel and Sundays are best with the panel, all available for your consumption. Tank tops, t-shirts, and stickers too. I also have reactions on Patreon. That's Patreon, REON. That's $1 a month, 25 cents a week. I ain't nobody else ain't gonna do it like that. Where you can catch over 240 reactions of me eating food, libationing up, and giving you my full first-hand opinion. This episode is already posted to Patreon, so check it out. And Untucked will be posted tomorrow in the morning before the panel. Also bookable on Cameo. I'm getting good at this, ain't I? Yeah. Now, because I love you, but also because if you want to drop me a little tippy poo, a little something downstairs, if you want to put a little coin in my purse, rim the glass, I ain't talking about it. Yes, it is paypal.me/MattyRants. Cash up, $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. High key, low key, when I tell you this news that I'm about to tell you, a tip will be definitely appreciated, okay, bitch? Because I'm happy today. But if you want to drop me a little tippy poo, that's all downstairs. But that like button is super free. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you would for me, please. It helps out with the algorithm on these YouTube streets as a person of color who is always trying to make it up in here. Y'all's interaction with this video is muy appreciated and muy necessary and needed. Also, don't forget, I actually have part 1 of my DragCon interviews posted on the channel now. I hope you get into those. It's a good time. We had Pangina Hills, Cornbread, the Snack Jate, Taste, Tia Coffee, Olivia Lux, okay? And my sister, the Vivian. It's a good time. We have part 2 posted on Tuesday. So for those of you who are waiting for more of those DragCon interviews, they will be posted on Tuesday. I edited the tuck out of those videos. Shout out to David Laugh for being my videographer that day. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I'm done talking. No, I'm not. This is my show. But I am bringing in my co-host today. Listen, you know her for the vision that she sees. Ooh, that's not the song I want to do, is it? No, we're going to try Valery again. Ow. I can see into the future. It's a vision that I see. Her name's Valery. Bam, there it is. All right, let's go ahead and bring her on in. It's Valery Vision.
Hello, you guys. With our powers combined, How are you doing,
Libra.
Matty? How are you?
I'm doing good, baby doll. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. I had a lot to do earlier this morning, hardly any sleep with editing these videos, but it is what it is. It's been quite interesting, let's just say none the least.
Okay, well, it is January. We haven't gotten to February. God forbid what March, April, May be. Well, I'll be seeing you
Okay.
in May anyway, so already know how that goes, Valerie.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, shout out to Monica. I see you on my PayPal. Thank you for the tippy poo, my baby. When I tell you this news, Monica, you gonna know why that tip was gonna do me some services because I got good news today. But Val, Han Bun, I'm excited to have you here on my channel. You already know we're gonna run this through like a good story time. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
the right and you're gonna take the heat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we got to get those social medias out the way and where these people can support and follow you, my love.
Okay, you guys can find me at Valery with the Y _vision on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is going to be Valery Medina, as you can see on my tag right here. And if you guys want to leave me a cash tip, definitely Cash App right here with this with the tag right here. So, but yeah, that's pretty much about it.
All right, thank you so much. Make sure you follow Valery Vision. Follow her on all of her social media platforms, stages, and places here. Kids, I'm going to be honest with you, and I know Valerie can feel this because I was like, that was quite a short episode. Trade was not there for the session too long, okay?
Yeah,
and
it was not.
We've complained about long episodes in the past before, but for good reason, because there was a lot of nonsense in there. I just felt like maybe we could have cut some of the workroom banter out and possibly substitute it with some runway, because that was a quick 8-second, oh, we're done. But we're going to get into it. I see y'all in the comment section. Trust me.
Yeah, I needed a whole lot more, and my dinner was definitely cut short. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, the Untucked was 9 to 10 minutes shorter than the actual episode, which is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. It was a total of 19 minutes, and I did my reaction. I was like, It
was crazy. It left me.
I want more. I don't think so.
Yeah, I just wanted some more.
Give me some more. All right, Brittany, listen, I am going to press a little button over here before we start this conversation up, because people like to get in their feelings sometimes, and I really do not have the time for this today, nor does Valerie, because in all honesty, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, twins, noses, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are so the personal views and don't reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. And no hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. So please don't be if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, please consume some Activia and have a good poop. Don't get in my comment section talking about how the fuck I'm supposed to be acting. I'm past the 6-minute point now. I'm a swear. All right. I had some people the other day trying me in some other videos in reference to, y'all are salty, y'all are shady, y'all are this and the other.
What were they saying? What were they saying to you? Like, exactly. Like, that's one thing I just don't understand. Like, this is our job. This is what we do.
It was being shady is not a talent. Tell that to a comedian, stupid. But it was also, none of you could match up to the pit crew. This is from a pictureless profile, and I can only imagine.
Yeah, we don't pay attention to those pictureless profiles.
Everybody in the panel gives, so don't play. I know this body, I know this frame. But boop, I could take somebody's job if I want to. Don't play with this pussy. But like at the same time, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what that's giving. I block, I remove, I move on. And other people too who feel like maybe we're gonna have some opinions today about the twins, or maybe somebody else as well.
Yeah, and also I just want to actually just really point out before we even get into this episode, we have no idea what these queens go through. Period, point blank. We don't know how strenuous, how hard, how difficult it is to actually be there on stage, showing your charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, and everything that you brought, right? So we're just looking at it from the edited point of view. We're seeing what is given to us as a package. Now, don't blame our hearts, blame our mouths. It is what it is. We're just sharing our thoughts and opinions, and everyone has an opinion, and we just have to respect it. Whether you want to support. If you don't, easily just block us. And it's quite simple.
And we all were raised differently. So we all have different ways of viewing things in this world. And I understand that everybody now comes from a different generation. I'm a part of a whole different kind of crew. I used to be like some of y'all out here yelling into the sky, asking for God to give me things without working for it.
Yes, they want a gold sticker.
Yes, but but this is me speaking on what I know from a show that has been cut up literally for 42 minutes that we were given time for, and I'm just giving you my take on it. Some shit I've seen on Twitter has been absolutely ridiculous. And one word I won't be doing today is the word bullying. I
maybe we're gonna get in. We're gonna have to get into that word
because I'm gonna break it down. You know, I took multiple pictures of the whole incident to be like, let's talk about what actually happened, so we don't.
But we also with speaking about that, we actually also have to give a name to what was actually happening.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
We need to give the right verbiage to what happened, because we're not going to skim through it like something wasn't wrong about it. Because
there was a problem. I would have done things differently.
Right. Okay.
Listen,
but the bully word is, I don't think it was the correct word, but we are going to address, to me, for my opinion.
Y'all about to say true Libra is going to work.
You know, it's a Libra thing. You know, it's definitely a Libra.
We give you good and bad. We're going to tell you what's right and what's wrong.
And also, just because we don't like something doesn't mean we are hating on them. It's just the episode. It's just what happened in the episode,
and just how it was given and presented to us here. So, hey. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. We have 275 up in you in this up in you. Ooh, up in me now. 275 of you in this piece. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Let's go. It's an acting challenge. So thanks for tuning in. That was me and Valery's review. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
It was okay. Improv acting. I'm going to be honest and say majority awful. Except for Anitra's team. That was the only people that were keeping me, awake through this. The rest of them I thought were a hot mess. Untucked will be discussed in a certain accord here. Speaking of hot messes, and I love this so much, Selena S titties are S lower to the ground. Okay, the hydraulics gave out. Irene left. How do you feel about that, Valery?
Irene leaving. You know what? To be honest with you, I really liked Irene in the first episode. I liked her confessionals, and I liked what I thought she was going to give through this season. But that's the way the cookie crumbled. Do I think that it was deserving for her to leave? Absolutely. Do I think she was one of the correct bottom twos? Absolutely. But it is what it is. We can't cry over spilled milk.
There you go. Listen, and if you do, prices at the grocery store are high, so it's understandable. Here's the thing I thought about recently with this one. I said, had Amethyst been sent home, I wouldn't have had to sit through a retelling of a relationship that I do not care about.
Oh my God, yes.
No shade.
Please, we don't need another Dragula. We don't need that.
But it's exactly the same thing like with Dragula. There is one, and then the other one's like, oh, you really doing this?
Yeah.
You and 8 are doing this? Okay.
It needs to stop. It needs to stop right now.
I would have preferred, to be honest with you, for Irene to have been here just for the shits and the key-cacks of it all. Maybe not for the bra and panty set we were about to get, but you already know what's up, but hey, but at the same time, this being brought from Untucked into the forefront of this episode, I was like, yikes, this is not interesting. King Justin, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Matty, and just subscribe to Valery. You're beautiful.
Thank you, King.
You're beautiful.
Thank you, baby.
That's my It's terrible. Moving forward with this on the couch, conversations are had. And of course, it is a little bit of what did we talk about yesterday? Production wants us to bring it back up for the girls that didn't watch Untucked. Robin, I think you try to do this the best way possible. Amethyst kind of read you in the confessionals, but it was me. I was like, it was you? I don't think it's ever you.
She said, tell her it was me. It was me that did it.
I'm the one that broke it off. I was like, girl, you don't. I don't see you hanging up on nobody.
Okay, girl. She was like, I'm the hot tamale here, honey.
No
I am the
shade.
one. I am the chosen one.
Valery, I was like, her pussy is on fire, but it's just giving me all kinds of trash can burn. Like, what? Girl, Amethyst, you get hung up on. Don't do that. I mean, no shade. But I was like,
You know what? You know what? I can see her I can see how someone, yeah.
When she Stan Smith and everything that happens in American Dad to her is reverb because she's always the one that's a loop. No, I'm not going to do all
She
that.
has a great personality.
Hey, I did love this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was fun.
Yeah.
Right. See here. No shade, y'all. Hey, so I want to make this just a tad bit clear. I'm happy that you came up into this piece today and brought this question, but I'm actually going to close it out because, to be honest with you, this is about episode 3, season 15. If we hot topic it, it'd be at the end of this episode because I want to make sure we stay on track,
that
right?
At the end, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you want to wait and sit through all of this and give me my view as I deserve,
I want to hear about. I want to hear about your perspective as well because I know that you
getting into the whole Aja post and that full nonsense. Oh, we could talk about it. I mean, there's me agreeing.
Aja's a girlfriend of mine, but I'm going to keep it real. Like
I
you
love
guys
her.
know on my channel. You're right.
But we're gonna talk about it.
Real. We're gonna bookmark that.
I just talked about that the other day with a friend. My friend was like, "Can I get your take? Because you've been in the scene." I was like, "Yes, we can talk about it." Listen, Malaysia's feet are giving all kinds of just air it out, Jackson, and I'm here for it. While we're going to find out that Amethyst just so happens to be, I don't know, Miss Mama, I'm sorry. She's giving me no pads, no hips, and trying to talk about she hung up the phone on somebody. Lies. I'm just kidding. Either way, Delta Airlines, Britney Spears over here as Lucy LaDuca letting us know, hey guys, I don't agree with what they said the other day.
Delusion. Okay. Delusion. She's wearing Jinx Monsoon perfume. Delusion.
It's not that I don't believe that she isn't talented, but I heard what you sounded like the other day. And, Insidious was a good movie. All right. I screamed. I howled.
Yeah. She was not making any sense. Just none.
Ario Phoenix. Maddie, please tell me you see Erica Jane and Lucy LaDuca. No, because this would be Erica's first new face. So that can't be Erica Jane. Yeah. I mean, if she has a bunch of gays behind her to basically make her move and walk and talk, then that might be Erica Jane. So it is possible.
There you go. That's very true.
She has a music career. Can you believe that, Valery? I said, who is
that? You know what?
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Bye, Lisa. Bye, Diana. All right, let's.
I'm here for that. I'm here for them not coming back. Honestly,
great news. Yes, because I wasn't about to do it again.
Who would you want to come back though?
LVP.
Yeah.
I need.
Would
that
you enjoy
drama
Brandy?
Brandy has her own problematic history, but Brandy also brings the heat. Like Mama's gonna not shy away from an argument. And
or would you want somebody new?
If we get someone new, they need to be interesting. Not Cynthia Bailey.
Oh, nope. God, no.
Please,
shade.
God, no shade. You're going to be a friend in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Love her down, but she don't give me what I want, what I really, really scandalous. Did anyone catch this? Like, this is how they do their TikTok videos. But I got very like recess energy from the way they walked in and was giving me the Ashleys. Scandalous. Sorry, I thought it was cute. I was like,
I love them.
One is clearly about to go to a bar and, find her college tuition paid for, while the other one's going to go to the gym and possibly leave in the middle of her workout. Trade.
On TikTok.
That part. This face will haunt many of us, but more so Poppy, because fuck you, I read. Well, she's going to follow very soon.
Baby, do you have that clip? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. What she said. Okay. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful. Those statements, honey. Those statements.
Listen, Rue Paisley Paul with these light blue shoes over here tells these bitches we ain't doing a mini challenge because MTV has the budget and we don't have the time. So we're going to get you right into your acting challenge that we're going to ask that y'all make your scripts from and low-key improv, even though all instructions are not clear. You just need to know it has to do with the afterlife and you being a whole LGBTQIA plus alphabet soup candidate, okay?
And that's it.
That part. Anitra is picked as the first captain because she won, rightfully so. And Amethyst was chosen to go second as a captain because because she also won the lip sync last week. Why does she look like she should be on Gotham?
Who, Miss Anitra?
No, baby. I'm talking about Amethyst over here with this haircut.
Oh, you know,
that is Oswald Cobblepot in a full nutshell.
Not a Cobblepot.
I'm taking over Gotham.
Alone. Leave her alone.
Listen, I wouldn't put Amethyst near Jada Pinkett Smith if I were y'all, but I'll be quiet.
Listen, you know what the thing about it is? Honestly, like, would Anitra be as standout-ish if she didn't have that nose? You know what I'm saying? Like, would she be standout-ish?
You know, here's the thing. And when they brought it up during the runway, and I was happy the judges gave her like coots and like girl, own it, because it is very Owen Wilson. It is traveling, right?
Oh, baby, yes. It's
but
very don't put baby in the corner.
That's your thing. Like, what's his name? Michael Strahan with The Gap. There are certain things that are you, and it doesn't need to be like fixed or whatever. Like her, like emphasizing it. I was like, oh. But no, I call her Oswald Cobblepot not for the nose, but this hair, the stance, the posture, positioning, her neck, like all of it. It's giving me they're going to be hobbling over here telling us what they're about to do, while Anitra could be her henchman, low key.
Yeah, but very much that.
All right, moving past this point of me caring, but into what this is really all about, since Lux is dressed for a Beetlejuice-inspired runway, and I'm kind of here for it. Everybody dressed regular, and then Lux is like, so we're not going to a go-see? Like, what's happening?
I'm here for the Lux effort. I'm just here for all of it. She's just going to give us a moment, something. She's going to give us something.
Now that Irene's gone, she can breathe in her full 40-inch fantasy.
Girl.
Now, Anitra picks Lux, Sasha, Selena Estes, and Marsha Cubed. Good decision?
To me, I think it was a really brilliant decision. I think she knew the girls on her cast. She knew what they were going to bring. Mm-hmm. I would have been nervous. I'm going to be honest and totally transparent. You know, I'm all transparent and all that stuff. And I'm rooting for Sasha, but I would have been nervous with Sasha because I wouldn't know how she would be as a actor, you know? Mm-hmm. This is the difference of giving a performance on stage versus knowing what you're comfortable with, knowing what you're going to do on stage, but you have literally an hour to make something up, you know?
Like, imagine if like half of these people end up in the top 4. But the thing about it is
they will.
The thing about it is that you know, Sasha even mentioned the pressure of the audience knowing her history.
Yes.
And it's so funny because it kind of just echoed what a lot of us, me, you, Val, have talked about, and a few other people, not these new crowd of folks calling her all these names and all this shit. It's us that know her legacy. Oh, girl, nobody's. But you know.
It was calling Sasha names?
Girl, I got on Twitter and you know how
you kidding? Stuff. Oh, they could
they
never.
Overhype Sasha. She's ancient. She's a legend, but the new girls are eating out.
I'm like, can everyone sit at the table and chew? Everyone can sit at the table and chew, right? We can all be eating. Honey, the same caterer.
That is crazy too.
Like, calm down. So it's crazy, right? I think bitch pudding's also a part of the Colby household. Y'all, I have to back this up. My friend was telling me something the other day. But either way, it's a good team. I know Sasha. I feel for Sasha's pressure. I mean, y'all showed up. Assy Diggy about that one from the panel the other day. Y'all talked about, because you don't know. It's pressure, especially in this sort of competition. And people have been asking her, me personally, hop in here. We want to see you compete. But when RuPaul gathered Marsha over her lack of makeup once again and brought in that lash joke, it was a funny moment. Selena Cities, Marsha. There has been a lot of outcry recently over Marsha's behalf, saying that they're not being fair to her over the makeup critiques.
I think it's totally fair. You're on Drag Race. I mean, great. Give us the first look on your entrance look. This is who you are. But then when it came down to a challenge, okay, give us something different. Elevate it.
It was a fair critique, to be honest with y'all. And I find the outrage to be kind of stupid, if not dumb.
Yeah.
Yes, she has her own style and aesthetic. You're now in a competition setting where they're asking and requiring you to do something different. So do something different besides paint your nose, which I will get to the outfit in a second. But Mistress Isabel Brooks spoke perfectly about it in Untucked, where she's like, this is what you actually could do as a professional makeup artist. These are 3 things I would just change up. You could do a little bit more contour. You could do a little heavier on this, throw a bigger lash on. So, like, no shade. I like Marsha's makeup now. Not critiquing it, saying it's bad, but it's also very bare minerals.
It's Instagram.
Yeah.
It's Instagram worthy for sure, hands down.
We need a little back row. That's all. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just do something a little different for competition setting. A lot of the queens on this show have done that. You better ask Lady Camden's lips.
Okay.
They grew 1 centimeter, but you better ask her. Okay.
It's the truth. It is the truth. You got to paint for this. Paint for the stage, you know, like, yeah.
Babies are far away. They can't see. RuPaul's up in there in age now. I don't know if them contact lenses are settling in. Now, Amethyst chose Lucy LaDuca, Aura Mayari, and then Spice. And I thought she was going to choose Sugar, but she said, I'm gonna go with Princess Poppy, who had the nerve to say, as she was last picked for the group that was of the loser. You know, you got the girl who was in the bottom tools group. You ain't nobody. Sorry, losers.
Baby. The way that Ru said, girl, it's going to come back to haunt you, baby. And look.
Last words.
Yeah, baby. And it's the truth. You just don't do it. And you know, this was production gold for them.
Oh,
this was.
Honey, once they saw a chance to get rid of the guy from IT Tech Geek Squad, this member over here, oh, please.
It was production gold, and I was here for it. And yeah, it is what it was. And she kind of ate her own words with this. It was like her sealed fate right here.
Like I said, the Princess Poppy, honey, listen. They said you want to go home. That's fine, baby. We're gonna have you on that 6th floor working that IT of that call center once again.
You know what? And another thing, well, since you mentioned Untucked like a little while ago, I didn't like what she was giving in Untucked. It came off like she just didn't want to be there.
What, her walking?
No, like what she was saying. Like it was like, huh? I don't know. You know what?
I am gonna drag that stiff ass walk, bitch, because ain't no way. Because I was like, girl, I know she can't breathe. Yeah, but she was definitely talking. We'll talk about that. I didn't agree. I was on Mistress's side with that point.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, that's $200,000 that you're playing with, and my time, and Irene's time, who wanted to actually be here and do this, not for shits and giggles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, shout out to Darren Stein, the director. Oh my God.
This shit, what happened? Is
so
it a piece of meat?
No, Darren Stein is the director of Jawbreaker, and I was posting about it. Shout out to Huge Ass Mammoth Films, because I like posted a clip from it as one of my, you know, when you want to beat some bitch up if she pushes her in the bathroom. And so he liked my tweets. Oh my God. Of course, Darren Stein also has been on Dragula as a guest judge, for those of you who remember. So sorry, I had a moment. The nerd in me. I was like, oh my God, that's the director. Love your work. Having all those 30-year-olds play teenagers in high school, brilliant. Oh yeah, I don't mention. Oh, listen, I know a lot of y'all want to talk about chicken and waffles, hold the seasoning, that situation. The only thing I'm going to say on that one, because this is my channel and I don't play that shit and I can lawyer up. Shout out to Oedie. Shout out to you, baby.
Wait, what do you mean chicken? What happened?
I'll talk to you off camera about that.
Oh, okay.
There is a lot going down. There's a lot going down. So it's
with Oedie?
Well, not yeah. Okay, likely to talk about it. See, look.
I'm like, wait, what?
This is the Libras. Here we go. This Libra.
Okay, because
let me
okay,
just
yeah,
pause
okay,
that for a second.
okay. So we gotta really Let's take our, let's
Okay.
be for real. Let's be for
So
real.
basically, what's happened, you know how OED does a lot of reactions to
Yes.
certain videos. Okay, so she did a clipping from Roscoe's recently, and it was just a reaction to it or whatever. And apparently, they had talked about her using the video, this and the other. Honey, they ended up striking her channel.
Really?
Valery. Okay. And then what made this worse, because that's fucking her coin up. And you know, as content creators,
Yes,
this is our job.
This is our lives, like for real. We
This
pay our
isn't
rent and our
right,
bills.
right. We didn't just make a YouTube channel for extra income. A lot of us are actually doing this for a fucking living. So there are comments that Roscoe's was liking that were very disgusting and also somewhat racist. Yeah.
Roscoe's was.
Yeah. And
under their profile.
yes. And I'm like, who is in charge of their social media? And it was even mentioned in the most recent video. It's a lot. So I have nothing against Roscoe's. I'm not talking about them in that regards. I'm only speaking about this from a point of an entertainment level, just to make sure that I have my back. This show is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, bars, company, individuals, or wigs. Just want to be clear here.
Right. And then, okay, so from what I'm looking even in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, and even you, Matty, she had permission to use the clips. Roscoe's gave her permission to use the clip.
They were under the impression, and also another content creator also had somewhat the same sort of situation where they were able to use clips like that. They were not striked, but you striked her. And then
Is the person that wasn't striked white? Oh, she was? Okay.
So then Naisha says during the Roscoe's, and don't be stealing our content and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like,
oh, Naisha said that?
yes. And I'm like,
why would she go there? Why would she? Was she doing it to be funny, or was she? Because when you're on stage and you give, you're in the moment. You're in the moment.
A and B. I say A and B. You know,
okay, yeah.
Some people, like, especially with another content creator who had a conversation about an apology that was a little bit funny because of things that were said in it. It's like, you can't be okay and then be not okay in the same breath and be like, they'll be fine with that. Like, no, bitch, are you okay or are you not okay? That's the best way I could put that. Like, you can't.
And do you guys in the comments? Do you guys in the comments like Naisha, whatever her, how you said? Yeah,
most of the night east to the.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know who I'm talking about, right?
I got
Let
you.
us know, like, I mean, because I watched the
tea break there, y'all.
Roscoe's. I watch Roscoe's sometimes, but yeah, sometimes I think she gets in the moment. That's what I'm thinking.
No shade. I only watch when people do clipped versions of it, or I'm given timestamps to the things I need to take from it, because it's really just me looking at people stare into the sky and then come back and then have a conversation about it. So no shade. And I think it's great though, because it shows how a bar would work with a local watch party. I like that aspect of it. But as far as what happens to somebody like, Edie, that's not okay. So I'm like,
yeah, no, I don't agree with how Roscoe's is conducting themselves
to be working together.
with liking those type of comments.
Supposed to be working together. Like, say, Stephanie, I see you on my Cash App. Thank you for the tippy poo. Y'all see that $sign by Valery Vision's name? You throw her a little tippy poo some way. She's doing a good job up here, giving us the Libra flow, that balance. My God,
the conversationalist. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Always a gift for Gab. All right, Princess Poppy, we'll be talking about you soon to come. Now, the leftovers is what this team is called. Shout out to Taylor Hale, winner of Big Brother 24. Mistress Isabel Brooks, Malaysia, Baby Doll, Fox, Jax, Robin Fierce, otherwise known as the Call Amethyst ended, and Sugar. Now,
one thing I'm going to say about this, let's just start this off. Let's start off with a good note here, right?
Okay.
This is the leftover group, the leftovers. I think that was the shadiest little title for them, but it is what it is. First, I want to say I'm happy that Spice and Sugar are on separate teams. because it allowed them as individuals to grow as performers and as artists, and they're not in that same group thing that they're so used to.
Take them out the comfort zone. Talk about it.
Take them out their comfort zone, and I was happy to see that, and that's the good thing I'm going to say about this. But go ahead.
This is when we learned that Sugar is a little bit softer than Spice, but the names should have already given this away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to talk about Sugar's perspective on the moment that she happened, because these girls was used way too much for me. I was like, not everybody is coming for you. Now,
are we gonna get into that right now?
Oh, yeah, are we
gonna get into it at the table?
Let's go. We're at the table.
So, okay, you guys, buckle up, because I don't know if me and Matty are gonna agree with certain things, but you know what? It's fine. Okay, right, Matty. You know how we go. You know how it is. You know how it is. We're just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna hear your side. You're gonna hear my side, and we're gonna debate about this, because this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a Libra situation. Yeah. We're gonna show you guys what Libras do.
We try to give you the good, the bad, the balance, all of that, and then some. I'm also gonna give a disclaimer for you TikTok gals that came here to fight Black people and people of color. Disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any sugar, spice, or everything nice. Okay, Professor Utonium's ingredients to make the perfect little girls. But little did you find out that, no, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do Powerpuff Girls. But listen, here's what happened. Here's how I viewed this. I'm going to do this run by run with the picture so you can see body movement, language, all of the above.
Okay.
It was Mistress and Sugar having a conversation with 5 people at the table. Tea.
Yes, we get that. Perfect. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. Okay.
Mistress has ideas, but doesn't want to go a certain way, while Sugar is throwing everything out possible.
Under the sun.
I'm not mad about that, because it's like, let's find out where we want to go with this. Once I heard Beyonce on crack, I knew she was not going in the right direction either. It sounded... We know the seasons. We've seen the Beyonce on crack. Ask Kenya Moore. I'm at Michael's. Kenya Moore too.
Damn.
Okay. But that's what was happening. Now, Jax sat there in full 4'11" silence. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Robin's paying attention to Malaysia, same way. They're not really doing anything to this occasion. Now, Jax gets her ass up, top, moves on over to Sugar over here. Almost feel, look at that, the twin shit. Moves on over to Sugar and says, okay, no, we're not going to do this anymore. You're going to have to move, because there's no way I'm not going to be able to get a word in edgewise. Now, Sugar was smiling in this regard and did not know how to take the situation. That is what I watched go down. Never had dealt with this before. Literally, Jax Kenya Moored to Sugar's Ken Fields for the Housewives of Atlanta girls.
And that's exactly what it was. Now, question, let's stop, pause that. Did you like how Kenya did Miss Thing on the show?
I really didn't like that, because Kim...
And did you like how Jax did this to Sugar on the show? Let's just be real.
No, I didn't like it.
Okay. And I didn't like it neither.
See how this works?
Yes.
We're going to talk about Sugar being too soft, though.
No. We're definitely going to talk about that. Because what Jax did right here, I'm all for self-expression. And I see what you were saying, that Jax stayed quiet, didn't say anything, listening to all the commotion, Sugar throwing out so many things that what is going to stick is going to stick. Whatever Mistress not agreeing, the group is basically saying, okay, I don't know what
they were just talking a lot, right? Trying to figure it out.
At the end of the day, Jax should have spoken up, instead of walking to that person and literally grabbing her moving her body.
So let's talk about the movement part of it, because in reality, people were saying that she physically pushed her. She didn't. So this is what I want to give Jax some credit for here, because y'all girls online were calling this bitch a bully, saying she was physically pushing her. And that's not what we're gonna bring that. She had her hands on the chair.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, okay? Bully, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Key word in that sentence is habitually.
Mm-hmm. This was the first time. Y'all loved her last week.
And if she continues to do this, though,
then we will have this conversation again.
If she continues to do this, because those are for real, let's be real, those are bully-like actions.
Yes. Yes.
Those are bully-like actions. And if she continues to do this to Sugar because she does feel like she can intimidate Sugar, because Sugar doesn't come off like that person that would speak up for herself. But at the end, okay,
I know.
okay, but you know what I'm saying? Because we're just gonna have to keep it real. It is what it is. I don't like the fact that Jax literally moved her because she probably didn't maybe touch her, but she definitely yanked that chair.
Baby was
underneath
on
her.
the chair and definitely was hopped. It was
She definitely yanked that chair up off of her, honey. Because let me tell you that chair wouldn't have been the only young one yanked. I'm just simply saying. I don't condone violence, but let's be real.
You know damn well I'd have bopped that little girl.
Let me tell you something,
honey.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna come in my space and tell me where the fuck I need to be ever at all. And honey, I will can you. Do you understand me? Soda can you, sister. Recycle it. Now let's talk about this for real.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I'm going to speak a little bit for Jax, but not on behalf of Jax, only because I'm going to take it out of she feels like she could have intimidated Sugar. I think that Jax was intimidated by Sugar's presence. And I think that because Sugar was controlling the conversation and Jax was not in the driver's seat, Miss Mama got agitated and reacted this way. In my personal opinion.
Because I guarantee you, Jax doesn't think that she's a threat to her in this competition.
Absolutely. When yet they were about actually, you know what's even worse?
We're gonna get into the
wears more makeup than Jax while we being funny. But
listen.
Like we being funny, but like I think that's what just happened. Jax sat there in quiet mode. She was waiting to hear some things. Sugar's voice was the loudest. He was more inclined with Mistress. She felt she could just take over and have the seat. Where I have a problem with Jax, while I do like Jax as a queen, no shade to them. 500 plus in the room. Shout out for y'all being here.
Me too. I like Jax as a queen for sure. I do. You
got me on some fuck shit to have gotten up from your seat to then come to mine to then remove my. She said, "Get up." And Sugar,
she said, "I'm gonna move you."
Yeah. And then she sat there and then decided to sit down and start talking about her ideas. Valery, when you started hearing the ideas, though, it was
and that was the thing that killed me the most. I was like, you're going to do all of this and give me nothing. I'd rather hear a lot of bullshit than hear absolutely nothing.
Agree.
Like that didn't make no sense. And it really translated even in the performance. We're gonna get to that later.
We can take the bullshit and make something out of it. It's like
let's be clear, we can take all of that. And I don't think that Sugar's personality meshed well with all of the other queens on her group. And I think that Sugar's on a level of I'm gonna make shit work. I'm going to make shit work and I'm going to make it for the best of my ability and make it happen. The other girls are like, I'm going to find something perfect to make it work.
And if right now, what I see with Sugar is somebody who has been so codependent on their sibling through their emotional journey, that when they are shut down in this regard, they do not know how to handle it. And this wasn't anybody else's job on that team to have her back in that moment, because in reality, this is a competition. One,
it is.
Two, if Jax wants to be the leader and give us dumb ideas, bitch, I'm throwing her when we get on that stage, baby.
Oh, absolutely. And we're gonna get into that later on as well. What should have happened, in my opinion. But listen, because it's gonna be a lot. But at the end of the day, I agree with the fact that it was nobody else's position to speak up for Sugar at that time and place. I loved what Mistress did and told her what she should have done later on.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was definitely nobody else's position for sure. It was a learning experience for Sugar.
It's a grown-ass individual. And a lot of y'all online doing this, I'm a rah-rah for them kind of stuff. Someone mentioned this in one of my comments, and I thought it was actually very telling. They said Sugar's probably so used to people defending them online and people doing that for them, that they don't have that confrontational bone in their body when someone tries to come for them. And it's like, girl, my fans will eat you, which is what's
you
happening.
know what? I don't believe that. I believe it to an extent because she has a big fan base. Let's just be real. Numbers don't lie, correct? I don't believe that, but I also social media is a double-edged sword. We see it everywhere. If you're gonna put yourself on a platform, get ready to get the bad end
talk
of the
about
stick.
the lack of makeup.
Right. So I think that okay, and I think that she does get that hateration as well, because for her to have such a big following, the hateration is also there.
Oh, of course. As we get new subscribers, some newbie pops up and they're really rude, and it's like, okay, who is this? Speaking of which, real quick, y'all, hey, we hit the 21,000 mark this morning.
Congratulations, babe.
Thank you. I sat and watched that sucker all night. It was at 20,999 for the longest. I said, if you don't hit the 21,
because how long because you was on the you was like, I'm gonna hit it.
And it just sat there for so long. So hey, new subscribers, I appreciate you for being here. Make sure you get the Valery. Check yours, because you're almost at 20.
I'm right. Okay, so I am literally 9 people away from 20,000.
See, look at that. Libra energy.
I'm 9 people away, yeah.
That's the Libra energy. Look at that.
Okay, we're gonna put that in the atmosphere.
I know 9 of y'all can get over to Valery's page and press that button.
See, look at on that one side is gonna be a 100K plaque, and on this side right here is gonna be mine. Okay.
Thank you.
In the name of Jesus Christ Himself.
Hello, and we believe. Listen, do you believe? Okay, I got my Candy Davenport shirt on right now. Black stockings, white shoes. Shouldn't be allowed in the church.
Okay.
She'll be on my part 2 DragCon LA interviews, everybody. So get ready for that. I did want to include this picture of Malaysia and Mistress right now, because when I kept hearing these girls, I was like, it's really Jax. Maybe she's using girls and referring to Jax or whatever, and anyone that doesn't believe in her. But in reality, I didn't see no one dogging her in the group that way. Sugar was having that conversation with Spice later when she was talking about what happened with your group. These girls, they just don't see it for me, and they were being so mean. And I was like, who is these girls? I think it was just Jax. That was the one who was doing the most, if anything.
But also keep in mind she's used to being in the house alone with her sister, so she's not used to that feedback, and she needs to grow up at this point.
Because I'm afraid what's going to happen when RuPaul and Michelle get a hold of the twins, and it's not positive critiques, how that's going to go down. Wait, Drag Race fans, I missed the show having drama. Also, Drag Race fans, oh my gosh, Sugar is pouting, so Jax is a bully.
Facts, all of that.
It was more of so, oh my God, Irene is such a bitch. Oh my God, she went home. Justice for Irene. I'm like, what is happening? Like, make up your mind. Make up your mind.
Funny. Oh wait,
that was 20K.
Oh no, wait a minute, baby. Let me see. Hold on.
Wait a minute. I think on the front doorsteps. Oh. Literally.
I am. 20K bitches. Yeah. Our powers combined. We are.
Balance,
oh my God. Balance. That's fun. That is literally, so funny. Thank you guys so much. Sending lots of love. Thank you.
Literally, Matt, when they finally get critiques, it'll be interesting. You know, it's funny because y'all saw in my DragCon LA interviews with the queens, they all watch. Hi, everyone.
They definitely do watch for sure. Hi, you guys. I love you guys so much. Don't blame our hearts. Blame our mouths.
They don't.
That's the best part. The
real ones actually
They understand that's what the show is about. You're not going to not get critiqued. Like, it's a competition show.
Yeah, and that's why some of y'all up in here, not the real ones, not my babies, not my rant pack, not my Val pals.
Yes.
But the girls that come up in here were looking for an argument and stuff like that. The babies with dirty homes and bad skin and fucked up hairlines. You know, that's that kind of shit. So chill. Like, this is a TV show. They get it. We're all going to be at DragCon supporting them. What's that?
Because a lot of the times when they do that, it's just like, and I ask them all the time when they do come and approach me in that way. I always say, so correct me if I'm wrong. What I said, was it a lie or were you just not happy because it's your favorite?
It's the
I
last
just,
part. It's
you
always
know what I'm
like that.
saying? Like, just correct me if I'm wrong. You know, like that's what I'm trying to understand.
Because it be the babies that don't go and tip them, don't go and see them, don't go and support them, that this always happens with. And I'm like, I'm at the venue. I have my money out. I'm there
And
clapping.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Even the queens that we talk about that we didn't like what they gave on the runway or a challenge, I
Yes.
still tip the girls that are actually performing. I will still tip them because I know it's not easy, you know?
Now, y'all saying Val Pack, that sounds like a pill someone has to take every other
Okay.
week.
It's the Val
It's
Pals.
Val Pals, because that's cute, or the Visionaires. They're still
Yeah.
voting on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a voting on my poll on my community tab this tomorrow,
Yeah.
actually.
Val
We're gonna
Pack
vote
sounds
on
like
it.
she needs to have it hooked up to something and, you know.
What happened? Yeah, it's very giving you on your last life, honey.
That part.
Go ahead, take this Val Pack.
A little the next step. You know, listen, Sugar tried to interject again, and it really was to give it a point. Like Jax sat there and goes, okay, everybody, I've got my colorful pens and I got my composition notebook paper, and we're gonna need a beginning and end in a middle, right? And so Sugar gives input, and I literally watched Jax tune it out, stare forward, and then Sugar give up and go, okay, no, I'll just sit back a little bit. I do want Sugar to step their pussy up, drop some nuts a little bit, and stand up for themselves. Because at that moment in time, you could have. It would have been validated. Nobody there would have got you together. Now, Jax could have came at you all kinds of left. But I promise you, Mistress, more than likely in that moment would have had Sugar's back, as well as most of the people that were sitting there. Because they just want her to stand up for yourself a little bit, baby. Some people can get stressful. I could be like that. Sometimes my panel has to be on my ass a little bit. I thought, okay, pull me in, bitch. I forgot where I was.
And you know what? And sometimes I love to be pulled in, honey.
Yeah.
Like if you pull me in, if my mouth is like reckless like that, let me know, and I can be like, I can check myself. I get it, you know.
Yeah, pull me back, because sometimes we get at Libras. We do this better. We don't let us get in our bag.
Baby,
It's gone, sister. And after that, you got to find us in outer space while we're in our points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, Omar, but if I'm a rant pack and a Val Pal equals Val Pack or Val Rant. No, Val Rant sounds like a new car from Hyundai. So we'll keep the new Val Rant.
You know what? I did like what somebody did say a little earlier. They said powers combined. It was the rant vision. It was a rant visions.
Rant visions.
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know.
we'll find it again. I'll look back up. I do got a super chat here. Bell Chan. Thanks, baby. The pearls sugar has on reminds me of my mom's. The pearls sugar. I had to read that all kinds of funny. The pearls sugar has on reminds me of my mom's. Oh.
Okay.
I've read that all kinds of A, B, C. You know, just play. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, there was a lot that happened here. Spice can see, because you know Lucy LaDuca over there told, hey, Spice, your sister Sugar over there is having a little trouble. I'm doing Michelle Visage. Shout out to Spice for this excellent top. It's kind of everything.
It is everything, and they are. Do you think they're super attractive?
Not my type, but I would say I get it for the girls that want to plow it.
Yes.
They give power bottom energy, and I know their market, and I know the brand that likes them, but that is not my brand, nor is it my market.
Not your brand.
We could sit and put our booties together and turn around and go but you know, that's about it.
Well, you know, you're a booty. I don't think they got too much of.
Not at all. I've witnessed and I've watched. There's not that much rump in this group of queens here, unfortunately.
But they got nice abs. They do.
They do.
Yes.
They are definitely. You know, listen. Yeah, they're gonna be in Raheem's video soon. All right, now moving forward here. I'm gonna ask MTV to stop sending me these big ass banners.
Please, for dear God.
It'd be like this. We're watching the episode. Here comes the ad.
It really is. Mind you, and it just really messes up the screenshots that we need for these damn reviews.
And ain't
Like, it
nobody
really
watching this motherfucker. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I am not, no. Investing who? No. Also, Valerie, did you find this to be the
Oh,
quickest?
wow. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Thank you so much,
a tippy poo?
Stephanie Brown, for the $100 Cash App. I appreciate it, babe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love you.
Shout
That's
out to
so
Stephanie
nice.
Brown. We appreciate the love here. Stephanie always comes through for me. Love you down,
Yes,
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Yes, I love it.
All the way from Romania. I don't announce it. Listen, Vicky. I always say her name. I don't give you the amount. Girl, you know, but you know, you gotta do Tony Braxton for that. This was the quickest run through ever. It was like, let's show them all the bad parts about this guy.
But you know what? Typically, they always do that, though, right? They always show us the worst parts of this performance. This is where I was kind of getting nervous for Miss Sasha, because I was like, girl, please don't mess this up. All
Yeah.
you need is one good take.
Let's move past that horrible team and we'll talk about them later, but let's get to Sasha. I said, come on, storyline. Come on, production.
Yeah.
She's Sasha Colby. Everyone believes in her. She's messing up her lines.
Yeah.
Why did I just now notice that she's wearing gloves with the fingernails on them in her confessionals? And I think they're everything. I was like, oh my
Sasha?
God, yes. Next time you watch. Next time you watch, because she'll do it in this scene here when she's talking about herself. She has these gloves on with the fingernails, and they're sickening. And I'm like, wait, why am I just not catching that this week?
I honestly really don't care for the fingernail gloves no more.
They don't look like the ones that, you know, the transparent ones.
Right.
They look like actual gloves. And with, I don't know, you'll have to see them. It's kind of a bop. She's giving very earth tones. Yeah, but Sasha, it's okay, babe. Listen. I believe in you. Tinkerbell, I believe in you. Come on.
Well, she loves to put stuff in her mouth. She likes meat, vegetables, items. Do you think she displayed a good technique?
Listen, she had to maneuver around to get to the hot dog, so I understand. Snopey, I see you have an opinion here about the bullying comment in reference to Jax. Maybe you feel that she was a bully because in a show like this, they don't have enough time to, I guess, give us the habitual, so you can just either jump on or jump off. I think Val's point still stands clear with that situation. This is an edited show. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, it is. It's hard.
I'm sure they had that conversation later, or we'll have it later. But no, it doesn't need to be just the one time to then call them a bully. I'm sorry, that doesn't align with anybody that may think differently in that. But no, what she did was bully behavior, but she's not a bully. Not yet, at least. Now, you know, if next week this lady is moving shit around, if she is put in, I'll be right there with you. But right now, This is one of the worst acting challenges ever. Agree.
I've seen worse. We've seen worse.
It's in the top 10 of that bad though, because I don't. Maybe okay. The last two groups were horrible, but the first group was great. I actually liked the first group. It made sense, and it was a full picture. This was so stupid. Girl, why was Aura dancing?
Listen, and that's the example of what ballroom people do not want to see. When she starts duck walking and she starts trying to emulate ballroom Vogue on screen, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, not the PLC queen in the group having to do the dancing, but I'll be quiet.
Oh, you know what? You know,
I'm gonna assume she chose that position before I get
she had to have chose that. She had to,
because I felt I was like, pink. I was like, why is she the one that's okay? She wanted to be the jester. Okay, pop off, girl. Couldn't be me. You're gonna give me more lines than Bleach Halo.
Well, a lot of the girls really didn't have lines, to be honest with you,
because they didn't know what they were doing. Because like RuPaul said, acting, girl, this was an improv challenge. You asked these knuckleheads to make up a script. That's what happened, and there are not not to call these people whatever, but not everyone has the writer's hand in this group.
Yeah.
Anitra picked the best of the bunch. I'll
Oh,
tell you.
absolutely.
I'll tell you. 606 of y'all here. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Okay. These tears did not move me, but I understand where they came from. They did not move me, though.
No, it didn't move me neither, because I was like, I thought she was going to go there, but then she went another direction. Like, it was kind of like she wanted to go there, but then she kind of like,
her sister was close by to where she could just bring it back down again. And it's
Right.
also the fact that she was overwhelming herself with the thought that she probably ended up looking like a punk. That's what I think that was more about than her being like, everyone's mean to me. It really was, I didn't stand up for myself. I probably look like a little bitch.
But at the end of the day, let's just be real. A lot of the times, ego is what comes over us when we're in those situations. And to be honest with you, if we want to be really real about the situation, she was a stronger person in the situation with not showing the type of attitude a lot of us probably would have displayed on camera. And for her to have that type of restraint, let's just be real, to have that type of restraint, the bigger person.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you might
no,
not.
You can know you. I'm letting you. Yeah,
but you know, to be the bigger person and not go there and throw hands and grab and punch and scratch and
lost that fight.
Kick. You know, I mean,
here, I'm gonna give it to you because Wildcard has been wanting this. They've been telling me to shut the whole time. Thank you, Valery. Okay, I agree. I relate.
Thank you, Wildcard. Thank you. But you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I don't think that it was a punk move, in my personal opinion. I don't think it was a punk move. It was actually the stronger move, in my opinion, because if we take the ego out of it, and if we take somebody trying to like disrespect us, it's almost like, girl, I'm gonna let you have it, because at the end of the day, she did what she needed to do and displayed a better performance than most of the cast.
And to clarify, I'm not calling her a punk for not.
No, you're right.
I'm referring to what if in her mind she felt I should have done something.
Yeah.
And now I look weak. So I agree with Valery's point in reference to she not doing anything made Jax look like an asshole.
Oh, absolutely.
And look at how y'all coming at Jax now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I also would like to mention that Jax could have been much worse.
Oh, hands down, Jax could have definitely been much worse. I mean, if she was going to go there, she could have definitely been much worse.
Her passive aggressive was on full, I'm going to be right here next to you kind of level, if anything. And I think that that's where the problem was. It's Sugar wasn't in the wrong for anything that happened in that conversation. Jax should have communicated better. Sugar could have stood up for herself in that moment. She did walk away, but she shouldn't feel bad for walking away in those moments and letting things be. Look at us Libras.
Yeah, you know how us Libras do. But you know, but I also want to point out what Jax did was good for television.
What?
And that's what she did come across, was a good television moment, which leads to us
production was happy
about this. Production was super happy about it. And do I think Jax is a bad person? Absolutely not. I think Jax is I mean, to me, from what I've seen, I don't think she's a bad person at all. I just think that she was just in her moment. And just, you know, things happen, you know?
Jonas, thank you so much for the super chat. It's me or Miss Visage was in a bad mood today. You saw her hair.
Oh, you know what? But she's been looking good lately.
She has. Again, like the situation was not great, but again, it's a TV show. Jax made a decision and it just didn't work out in her favor for the challenge. And see, and that's in reality the biggest karma or the biggest this is what you get, just like with Princess Poppy moment. But sorry, losers, your ass went home. Jax, I'm going to take over. And now you're in the bottom. I mean, your outfit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's move.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a boy and a dress. I love Jax on Mortal Kombat, not that interpretation. Listen, Jax also expressed how they were feeling, and you could definitely sense the frustration of it. This is why I also didn't give Jax as much heat as some people did, because it was like, in reality, you did so well last week, and now you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And unfortunately for you, your pressure is turning into an ego moment of, I'm just going to do everything. And
Yeah.
well,
It
no one
comes out
helped.
that way.
It's like, well, I mean, you kind of just stepped in and let's do it this way. And we saw what it turned out. So maybe next time sit back and let others take control and then follow through for a moment and then clear it out. That's all. But I think I was emotional. My Houston
this.
sister, Mistress
Mhm.
Isabel Brooks in Malaysia, Baby Doll Fox, talking about religion and their different upbringings with the church, with Mistress being shunned by her family and finding her family with the House of Brooks, shout the House of Brooks, and of course Malaysia with actually having that love from her family. Two different perspectives in how torturous this could be. I was happy there was a little bit of a breakup from all this. Well, they were mean to me, and I don't know. I was kind of happy we got this human moment from these two. I was also nervous because I was like, oh shit, they may be going home. You know, they always do that.
Also, I do want to say thank you so much to Monica for $50 for the $50 Cash App. I totally appreciate it. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
And thank y'all for tuning in and tipping down. Do us a favor, hit that like button, share,
Hit that
and
like button. That like button, y'all don't understand. That like button is a saving grace to all of our content creators for sure.
Okay. It is a part of YouTube's process of the algorithm.
Yeah.
I saw that in the last video that we did for the review, y'all. I believe the episode 1 review is like at 20,000 views right now. And of course, same thing goes for all other content. But yes, as content creators, respond, react. Well, no, don't react. Respond. Yeah. Send us something, tell us something, do something nice. All right, we're moving past this moment to get into the judges panel here. RuPaul, please do these silhouettes all the time.
Forever.
It is
ever. I love it.
She looks so fucking good.
She looks great.
Oh, and this wig. Everything about this screams, I'm rich and everyone's poor. And the nails.
It was just so right. Not everything was executed to perfection, honestly. I loved it. That hair was so goddamn right, too.
And it moved when there was this point in the episode when she said something and it like moved. I was like, oh, stop it, ruins giving human unit. Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes, Michelle. I hate this hair. I'm sorry.
Michelle is just Michelling, you know. You know, she just Michelling.
Hey, Michelle Visage, what's up? Thanks for being here. We're happy to have you today. Ooh. But yeah. T.S. Madison, thank God they put you as one of the rotating judges on the show. You were needed and necessary, even though they probably cut out a lot of what you had to say since it was such a short.
But I did like what they did put in, what she said.
Step your pussy up.
Yeah, she was definitely giving, you know, authentic, real, like the critiques that needed to be said.
Mm-hmm. Love you, T.S. Madison. That's a family friend to the channel. Marin Morris.
I don't know who this lady is.
She's a country music singer.
I don't know who this lady is.
I don't listen to country music.
I don't know who this lady is.
She was nice.
I don't know who this lady
is. No
is.
shade. I thought that was a stretched out Selena Gomez for 5 minutes.
I don't know who this lady is.
I just assumed Selena Gomez got Stretch Armstrong powers and said, taller.
I don't know who this lady is.
Okay. I just wanted to get that out of the way. She was lovely, though. I heard there were 2 different categories. I heard they were told it was Show Us Your Metal, and then they said for the runway, Metallica. So,
that was messed up. But we have to go by what was what was on the edit.
Okay. Well, up first is Sharon Stone and Catwoman. What do you think?
To me,
Anitra.
I loved this jacket piece, the way that it was moving, the materials that she chose for it. The hair was kind of like,
she's the bad. Listen, that hair is. She's gonna fight Halle Berry on top of a tall building with the bad unit. Like,
I wouldn't have chose the unit, but I can see where she was going with the unit. But her makeup was on. The outfit choice underneath this coat piece was great. I love how high it came up. That was perfect to me. It fit her well. Her body was right, and she served the category metallic.
I like the jacket. I love the Wakanda Forever bodysuit underneath. The hair is giving me all kinds of, we have to go to another Starbucks. This one's busy.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what it gives me? You know how I don't want anyone to say this. I'm not gonna say no. You know what now?
okay. Because we're all here for fuckery over here in these parts.
Okay, so fuck it. You know what it reminds me of? You know when white women just like melanated men and their mothers, it gives you that.
You talk about the Kate Gosselin haircut.
It gives you all that. It gives you all that.
You're talking about she was married to that man for 20 years and then Tyrone came along. Okay.
Yeah, very much that. And she has, and she just needs a couple of highlights.
Okay. Oh, wait, you're talking about you want the foil spread.
She needs that, but it's not even mixing, it's very stern.
So it's the Kris Jenner. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh.
Shit.
I mean, low key, bitch. Like,
even people are agreeing. They said low key though, Valerie. Yes. I mean, well.
Listen.
But the look is right.
I like it. I think she's gonna be a great stunt double in the next Marvel's Black Panther film because this outfit is giving me, the Shuri fashion show, low key. But yeah, I liked it. It was cool.
Loved it.
Sasha Colby is next giving Metallica Bird of Paradise, Bird of Prey here. Excuse me, Bird of Prey. I thought this was everything, to be honest. Like, I've seen versions of this different. This looks fucking expensive. I don't know. I liked it. A lot.
I loved it. She looks amazing. Nothing less than what I expect her to give on a runway. The fit of this was correct. The helmet piece was right. Even the Sonic the Hedgehog thing, the back piece was right. It was very carnival futuristic about the situation. The mug was on, and it just was executed correctly. So.
The way it moved too, it's like, okay, Sasha, you have that little strut, and the back of those feathers are moving almost like you're a peacock.
It was so good. And then they actually stood out.
Yeah.
They didn't fall flat down. It was the structure of it was correct.
I was like, yes, mother. For the Pokemon girls, definitely Skarmory. Definitely Skarmory for sure. I can see one of our favorite drag race artists that makes those Pokemon references doing Selena Esteves.
It's very much
LA.
It's a chop for me. I like her as a person and as a queen, but we're not judging that. We're judging a fashion runway look. And this to me wasn't executed correctly. It didn't look good on her body. I didn't care for the statement that she was trying to do. When she first came out, I didn't even realize that she was a light pole.
Wait, Val, don't you live in LA? Wait, hold on.
Oh no, I live for LA and I'm girl, but I wasn't living for this moment.
Because, okay, here's why, Selena, if you're watching this, hey, mom, I know what you're referencing with those light poles. It's like that famous fixture that everybody goes to take those pictures and all that kind of stuff. Right. I got that. And then also with the signs in LA, it does give this. That is where I will stop. Because I'm on Valery's side.
What does that have to do? Right, exactly. It's a child.
No,
but what
does
the
that reference is nice. It's just
the execution of where she was going with this just wasn't right. Like, how does this look good on your body?
It looks good when she turns like this, but then when she was walking.
What do you mean? What turn like what?
Well, this right here. Look at
what do you mean? What is that? What does that mean? Let's just. I'm being. Like, where does
she made a 45-degree turn to the left?
I don't do 45, 90, 150, 360, upside down, top, bottom. Listen, it wasn't right.
I'm trying. No STDs.
It just wasn't right. Just wasn't right.
No STDs. No.
Girl, her titties were flat in this day.
It's like she borrowed Irene's dirty, dumb wig that she tried to show Lux was longer than hers in a different color because all of it was dead. And I was like,
it just looked like she was in the classroom trying to teach the kids how to spell certain street names. Like, kids, what street do you live on?
That it looks like
live
there's gonna
on
be some
Sunset.
protesters outside the school when she.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, it gives you very much that. It's like, okay, girl,
And
which team are you on? Like, I don't it just wasn't right to
Valery
me.
said Selena looks like an episode of We're Here. All right, now
You know what?
That's not Eureka's her mentor. Let's.
It just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. I just didn't understand how she really, like, Selena, I know you can do better than this, baby. I know I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you as a queen on this show. But this just wasn't right. And I think she would agree with us. I think she would after seeing it.
Yolanda's winning. I'm just saying right now.
Yolanda's won this round.
Like, Yolanda has the girl. She and I'm dreaming. Oh, listen, I'm dreaming of a better look, but
it wasn't right.
It's also the lamp headpiece on top of her head.
It wasn't right. Something ain't right in the water.
What about the headpieces with her? Like, that hat last week was a popcorn bowl. This week she literally defaced the city and took a life with extra on top. I can't.
Like,
it's
what
okay.
is this?
It's okay. Next caller.
Yeah.
Next caller. Lux Nor London. This is puss for me. I thought this was fire.
Baby, this is.
She needs to stop running though, Valery. That little girl runs across.
Let me tell you, I couldn't even get a good screenshot. But you know what we do for work, right? You know what we do for work. We could not.
I'm showcasing the judges.
Did you struggle getting a screenshot of this look?
I was hitting my space bar like this the whole time.
I swear to God, you guys can even do this. Watch the show and get a good screenshot of this outfit. Get us good.
This was hard work.
This is so hard. I was like, and mind you, Maddie, I'm doing a live recap with Mother Gia Tishi later on tonight at 7 p.m. And this is the exact same. Screenshot I have.
Yeah, because you were
the only one.
This was the only
one.
A split second later, it's like on her knee.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. And at the end of the day, she is like Speedy Gonzalez. She's Speed Racer. Like,
I gotta do it from afar so y'all can get a grip.
Please do it. Please, Maddie, do it. Please give us what she was giving. And welcome to the stage, Lux London Noir.
It'd be like, I'm like, why is she skipping? Why is she running?
She's running.
Where is she going?
She's running. She's hyped up.
I mean, I can't wait to see her at the Olympics, baby. That 100-meter dash is going to be America's gold medalist right there.
It has to be.
Woo! And I love her because I think she's sickening. But I'm like,
but let's be real. This look was this is my favorite look out of the night. I'm gonna be honest.
Her and Sasha were neck and neck for me, but that gold kind of edged her out
this
a bit.
Only reason I say this because I loved. This is actually an outfit.
Well, I got another picture. Look at
it's
that.
Not a. I was gonna use that one, but I said it's just I couldn't.
The fabric was moving. I had to give a reference to it.
The fabric was so good. That's what I'm saying. The outfit to me was actually an ensemble, not a costume, but actually an ensemble. Like I can be like, okay. I can see this at a really good event.
She looks expensive.
She looks expensive and the hair was right. The mug was on. It's just, she was definitely Speedy Gonzalez.
I mean, was she trying to make her makeup dry? Like, was it still wet? Is that her
Listen.
The cheapest fan possible? To just run outside.
Okay. I don't know what.
I'm calling it Tom Cruise.
Y'all don't understand. I have never seen a queen move so quick on this stage out of all the franchises and all the seasons.
Bam, bam. She's Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. That's Black Tom Cruise. And look, Tom Cruise would love to be called that. Black Tom Cruise. All right, let's move on from this here. But Lux, you're given. Love it. Puss, puss. Next up is Marsha.
I'm gonna let you take this. I'll let you take this. I'll let you, I'm trying to
Hands
process
are
still.
gonna
I'm
hate
trying to
me.
process.
It's a chop, but it's also, I'm gonna give her credit here. The fact that she painted that herself onto this outfit to give it this rust look is very brilliant. This is her whole aesthetic. So I get it. Like, it's like, okay, this is what you give. It's that kind of energy. The stockings though, come on, sis. I like the work that she put in. I don't like what I received. So it's a chop for me. I do want a little bit more makeup, but I still think what she did with the dress is actually really brilliant. That is where it stops for me. But it's a chop. But I think it's really cool. I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. Chop.
I'm still trying to process like the Tin Man she said she was. Listen.
I mean, Ash and
I cannot. So that's the thing. Like, I loved what she said about how she thought about this outfit, but we can't judge that when we're looking at it on stage. Like, how do we know that? And then, to be honest with you, did you even get Tin Man?
Only because she told us.
Right. Like, I didn't even get Tin Man.
I just assumed that she was a beer maiden.
It was something around that type of situation.
It felt very German-esque.
Yeah. And do I think that she looks bad? No. Do I think it fits right? Yes. Do I think it is metallic? Yes. Do I think she has all of the elements, but it just wasn't for.
She did the assignment. It's not exciting.
Yeah. It just wasn't exciting. It wasn't exciting to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you on that one. Again, I'm the work is amazing. Like, that's cool. But after that, no.
She needs to be serving us food or something with the tray or something. I don't know.
Like, like I'm expecting pretzels and beer and cheese.
Yeah,
like,
it's very much that.
No shade. But she's adorable. Amethyst is next.
I mean, to me, honestly, I enjoyed this look, but I didn't like the boots.
Thank you.
I loved the hair. I loved the outfit, and I really, really loved this coat piece.
Those boots were horrible.
I don't understand. Why did she do that?
What the fuck were they doing on that outfit? It's like you were almost there. And then you did this.
It was like right almost there.
And it was a cheap boot. A cheap.
Oh my God. You guys,
no shade. I can tell they're cheap just from here. Like
come closer. Come. You guys, why did she do that?
Because she's amethyst.
Cheap.
Maybe Robin has her good shoes.
Trash.
Burn it.
Now.
Listen, everyone loves a fist, but Amethyst over here is giving a little. I'm okay on the wig. I will be honest with y'all. I have seen this already, and no shade. I think the coat is the best part about this outfit.
Everything.
The coat's everything. After that,
everything.
I don't really want anything to do with it here. The contour in the nose is no, but that's
it's stern.
Howard.
It's stern.
Yeah, Howard.
It's stern. You got the reference.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people have caught up to that. Okay.
Val, you know I'm there with you, Val. Listen,
okay.
You said stern. I said, oh, not Howard.
Okay. It's very that.
She needs a Robin. No, listen. But at the same time, I'm here for RuPaul Michelle. This is like, girl, you could do so much better with. You don't need the new nose. Just paint it a little bit differently, because it looks like you basically sat in someone's ass for a minute and pulled out some shit. So no shame.
Very much that. Very much that.
Girl.
Okay.
Girl.
Okay.
Girl.
Okay. Hear me out.
I want to hear something.
Okay. Hear me out.
Thank you for the
Imagine if she just would have added. Imagine if
Fabric?
she just if she would have just added anything. Give me a leather a metallic piece over the heel, thigh high up
She
to
needed
the
a boot.
leg. If she needed a glove piece all the way up, if she needed a prop. Imagine if she would have had a
Accessories.
sickening prop. Imagine if she would have had something like wrapped around her arms in a long flowy metallic fabric. It would have been so good. Because think about it like this. Imagine what Anitra did, and if she would have had a Anitra type coat.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes. If she
no.
would have had an Anitra type of coat, it would have
With
looked
just
so good.
this and this little simple ass pump, no shade. Let's talk about the pops.
Listen.
I need a boot. I need something above the knee. I
Yeah.
need a
It
nasty glove. And I
Mhm.
need an accessory, a big one. I need something to go, look at me. Because this is so, even the way she girl, this walk.
Oh, baby. She was walking on coal. I don't know. She was walking on hot coal. I don't know. It wasn't right.
Like, this isn't the challenge, and this is not TJ Lavin show. I didn't know what tightrope she was walking on, but she fell off several times. That girl cannot walk for shit. Okay? And I hate when I see someone get on there to walk and they're like swiveling in a chair. I'm like, what is she walking like that for?
She was walking like Caitlyn. She was.
I just got my shoes. Look at my heels. Look how high they are. Malibu,
like
baby.
She was the embodiment of Caitlyn younger if she transitioned.
Baby, listen, no. Let's keep it 100. That's Caitlyn after the car accident. Disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only. And
I mean,
company individuals and race. Listen, Malibu, baby.
It was all of that. It really was.
Listen, Mariska Hargitay's jawline here, Princess Poppy. I hate this so fucking much. I do agree with you.
Okay. But why do you hate? Okay, because think about it. We've seen way worse looks than this on Drag Race. We've seen. Okay, the bag look.
Yeah, I know, right? Listen, the dog knows what I'm talking about.
Ace is a mess over here. But why is this? Why is this?
Okay,
so
it's if I'm gonna get on Marsha's ass for coming out there in a simple ass dress with some stockings and that kind of makeup, I'm gonna drag her for coming out here in basically a corset bustier number, a small ass panty, and this high heel and this blue fucking wig on a Metallica challenge. It's too much blue for me, to be honest with you.
Okay, was it metallic?
In that one small, I mean, is it?
I know, but I'm asking, was it metallic?
Not for me. It didn't give me what I wanted. Not for the metallic.
Okay. Now, but keep that in mind for a queen that's about to come up.
She's giving very background of a Pepsi commercial with Monet.
But keep that in mind for a queen that's gonna come up that we're gonna talk that she's.
Oh no, I know who you.
Okay,
I'm a getter. I'm a getter. I can't. Oh my God, you put that on?
It's very much fourth alternate outfit that she that she had.
Standing in a club in West Hollywood, taking up space.
It's very much that. I agree, but I personally don't think it's not horrendous. It's just if she just would have added to this outfit. And the back of this was nasty. It was crazy because you can see it was like white. It was white lace up. Like it was crazy.
I can't do jawline. I gotta go. I gotta go. This the strongest of I can't. And they were cool for me the last episode. This episode with the fuck Irene and sorry losers. And I'm like, her humor is interesting. Mind you, remember, she wrote that whole skit for the second team. That was all her. I was like, I would have never taken credit.
God bless her.
It's Spice. This was fucking adorable.
Everything.
I lived
everything.
It was so hard to get pictures, though. I was really
it was hard to get pictures of her. Yeah.
It was the Robo dog for me because, like, I remember when that dog came out, like around Christmas time. I was like, "Oh my God!"
I wanted the Robo dog. Wanted the Robo dog, and I'm here for this look. And it was a brilliant color to pick.
I got to be honest, though. I want them to walk together.
No.
I do, Val. They are the exact same outfits. Like,
absolutely not.
I know they're sold separately, but can we get? I want a double pack. No.
I do not want them to walk together at all.
Oh God!
It would have been a good moment, but I'm not here for that because it's a competition show. It's a competition show. And what I'm here for is when they lip sync together. That's what I would be here for.
Like I know, but I just something about if they walk together for me would just give me so much life because it's like
I mean, just go on the TikToky.
No,
just go on the TikToky. There, you know.
I actually tried. That's not my kind of content.
Yeah, I can't get into that neither.
Mine is everyone is so creative. Oh look, that's my kind of TikTok content.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're adorable. People like them. But this is cute. Pop. It's a bop. There we go. It's a bop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rita Repulsa.
Oh, bitch. If you don't know, go Power Rangers.
This is like the sequel we never got for the new release that came out.
Oh God, I know.
Like, why haven't they made a sequel to that yet? It's like I thought it did well. Either ways. Okay. This is what I thought. Now, you know how we talked about Princess Poppy giving you all kinds of just that. This is where the extra I could have got from Princess Poppy as far as a headpiece is concerned. And now there's gauntlets on the arms. It's not, there's something going on here. Is it also a little?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
It's still bare. It's still, I've seen this already a little bit. I never asked for a free. It's still that chromatica shit. I got it. But it's a little bit more interesting than what I saw from a previous caretaker.
Yeah.
But it's still, for me, this is okay. I'm just like, it's okay.
Yeah, she's in the back of the line, but she's there. You know, she made attendance. You know, she came on the class field trip.
It wasn't black.
There you go. That's a plus.
There were colors.
There was something.
There was something, right?
It was booger green.
Booger green. Okay, listen. Brought to you by. All right, Lucy La Big Titties is up next. Excuse me, Lucy LaDuca is up next here. Shape,
lovely. One thing I just didn't understand was this red panty.
I was going to say the matronly wig, but yes, I agree with the panty too.
Yeah, well, that too, but the wig, but when has her wigs ever been like right? But I'm just simply saying.
Listen, she's about to make some school announcements.
Yeah, Rydell High could never.
I'm with you on the panty though, because it was distracting.
What is this panty? Why? It was so good. Like this look was so good though.
Like it made noises like
it was speaking to me.
But I want to talk about this outfit. The outfit is actually very stellar.
The outfit was right.
Detailed as fuck. You know, she possibly could have been.
What is it?
It's detailed.
It's right.
Oh, it's giving. Perfect. Oh, we're not talking about this. We're talking about this. Exit, Matt. Exit.
Stifler's mom.
Sherry Pie got edited back in the episode.
She's canceled.
Oh
my God.
Okay, sorry, Lucy. Love you down. This is a great look. You have a matronly wig. You have a pink panty that's gross, but everything else is giving. So toots to you.
Oh, it was a pink panty? Girl, I must be girl colorblind because they screamed red.
Well, I mean, it could be red. It could be red in certain TV filters.
Okay, yeah.
Now, Jax, I don't know what bus you're driving.
Listen.
I don't know what line you're in about to let someone have it. I don't know what group of children you have been escorting all day that have been giving you trouble. But bitch, this wig belongs on Abbott Elementary and this outfit is a child. I love you, sister, but you got just because.
And then for her to mention a character that she was resembling.
It's like that's it. Is the arm things from Jax, but it's giving, annihilation Jax.
But I needed it to be extra. Like I even needed the pieces to be so much like reflectant. Like it was matte.
I wanted
Wasn't
her
it matte?
heel. Yeah, it was very matte energy with an E at the end, y'all.
Yeah, and then like it just wasn't right. The construction of her outfit was wrong. She needs to cinch. I mean, she
Well,
needs to
she'd
do
have
some.
to actually cinch, she'd actually see. Sometimes I want to be like, everyone do your own thing. And then other times it's like, well, for the vision you had, this needed to happen, sister. Because right now it's a boy in some pants. Like, no shade.
Yeah.
No shade. And the boots.
Did you ever like her makeup? I'm just asking. People want to know, right, people? Right, you guys?
That's all I can give you is one of these.
I mean, I'm just simply
we're
saying.
staring at the same mug, aren't we?
I mean, yeah.
Listen, we had a wonderful season 3. All right, everybody. The shoes. I'm glad you caught that. The shoes need to be also metallic as well. I like Jax's spirit in terms of their confidence and what they're showing, but Rudy's got the chalk zone. Makeup, I can't do no more. This, we can only go 60 miles per hour on this bus before it explodes wig. And the rest of this, John Leguizamo and Tu Wong Fu drag, I can't do it. And I love her, but
Yeah, I like her as a performer, but she just doesn't bring me the looks. It's not elevated enough. And I mean, hopefully she would bring us more better looks in the future.
I hope that there is some sort of belt that pulls in her future. I hope that there's also a couple
they
of other things.
They did give her that constructive criticism, so hopefully she uses that. And
and this is what I'm referring to, because with this makeup, and it's really in the close-ups, because it's not bad. It's almost though at points when I'm looking where I'm like, why is it so bright? And then I'm realizing, oh, maybe it was quick and she couldn't do the rest of the last finish ups of it. Even last week with that look in the blue, it's like,
I don't think there's any justification in this.
All right. All right. See, that's my September Libra showing up. Her October Libra said, fuck that noise.
It was none.
I like Jax, though. I just wish this was actually Metallica versus I'm doing a Mortal Kombat reference, and this is not a Cameron Michaels production. Who is next? Okay. Season 5 called, and it wants its promo back. Robin Fierce is next.
It wasn't bad and it wasn't great.
She's pretty, but
but I want that unit.
That hair is everywhere.
That unit was right.
Look at that hair. I don't see through that cap.
It was growing out of her scalp. It was right.
Okay.
But it was whatever. And I wanted her to use a different fabric for some reason.
It did look a little cheap.
And it gave you like $2 bin.
At least she had a boot.
She did do that. She did do that.
Low-key piece to Mateo. It did remind me of Vivian Pinay's look for season 5 in her promo, but it also just gave me she could have been casted that season too. Let me find out that she applied during that season. This was her look. Not that fabric's 8 years ago. Let's move fast here. Mistress Isabel Brooks.
For me, okay, let's just be real and honest, you guys. Let's be for real. Hear me out. I like Mistress as a queen, but we're not judging her on that. We're judging her on this look. For me, it's not balanced enough for me. It's too big on the top, and it's not balanced out in the bottom for me.
And I liked it. This is literally Bianca Del Rio and Scarlett Envy not 3 hours ago, because they both Scarlett was on your side with I think it was Bianca. Bianca's on your side with the it's too heavy up top. And I don't know. I think I don't know, something about it I like though. I don't know. Not even because it's Mistress, but sometimes when I see the girls do body like this with the chains, it doesn't show up right. And for me, it kind of did. So I was
question. Where's her waist?
It's somewhere.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, where is?
I mean, I see
like
it's here for me. It's where her bosom is. It's giving me that sort of cut with the dress formation. It's a little upstairs versus in the middle of the house.
I just needed more volume in that hip area, and it would have been good because I think her body is beautiful. It's just I needed the construction and look of it to be
maybe something
better.
at the bottom to like.
I needed just something.
This.
I needed something.
Okay.
Something. But the look and the concept, I feel where she was going. Her mug is always going to be on.
That was a higher heel. That's not a biscuit. That's a higher heel than a biscuit.
It is a higher heel.
A little bit. A little.
It's centimeters higher.
It's an attic on a first floor house.
Yeah, it's very much. She's progressing. You know what? By the end of the season, or whenever she does get off, she'll probably be at 2 inches.
And you know what? Some of you will never know a 2-inch heel. So, bam. But these ain't biscuits. Now, these are some cinnamon rolls. Okay.
But did you like it?
I did. I like that. I don't know, something about. I mean, it may be because I'm Houston down and I support her, but in reality,
so this Matty. We can't play.
I hear you, but I know, but for real though, I did like it though. It didn't.
What did you like about it?
I like that it was gold. I like the chains on the dress. I like the giant chain that she kind of rocked with it. I like the makeup, like the hair. I kind of was here for the full aesthetic of it. Like she gave me she gave me someone's Tia who I'm going to meet at their very big like ranch style house who's holding a holiday party. Bam, there we go. She's someone's rich Tia who's holding a holiday party out here in Texas, and we came over there because we knew that their white elephant was going to be the tea. I'm sorry, that's what it's giving.
You basically compared it to somebody's auntie. Yeah, on Drag Race.
I did that all with Deja Sky last season. I will do it
and
again.
Look how that went.
Hey, that's my sister. Hey, Deja.
I love Deja, but you know.
No, I get where you're coming from, though, and it is a valid critique. I just, even with me giving my little whatever, I still liked it a lot, though.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, like, this is how it goes. We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Yeah,
I mean, you know.
But
I still think it's an okay look. It's not worst case scenario. Let's just say that.
Not worst case scenario. Okay. Sugar, okay, bitch. This 8. Honey, listen. Amethyst was found dead. Do you hear me? Like,
yeah. It gave me the ultimate Bratz doll.
Oops, I did it again. Bitch, this was Britney down in that prime.
Mug, get into this girl's mug though. All of this,
all of it.
This is what I love to see. And her drag is expensive.
Because you know this wasn't cheap. You can look at it.
And you know what? And I want to say this as well. What I do for me, and I know a lot of people do this as well, and I think that we need to stop doing this. When we see her look and then we compare it to her sister's look, we're always going to, because we don't say, oh, because what I did was, oh, I do like this look, but I think her sister's was better. Instead of saying,
it's hard.
Why not compare? I know it's so hard. I do it all the time. And
that's why I'm
going to try. This is why I'm saying I'm going to try to stop doing that because I don't think it's fair to her, you know, because I think Sugar, this is Sugar, right?
Yeah, this is, yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know. But, you know, Sugar, definitely, I immediately said, oh, I like, in my reaction video, I was like, oh, I like her sister Spice's better. And I was like, after watching that, I was like, "Ooh, that's not right. That's not fair to her." You know? Instead of saying, "I like the cast's outfits better." Like I should be grouping all of them together.
Honey, they came in as a unit. I'm talking about them both together, and they both wear the same goddamn look. No shade.
They did.
Valery's, that was beautiful. But for me, that's why I keep saying I want to see them walk together. Because of how they complement each other so fucking well. And it's like, no, we don't need to judge them as a group, but it's just for my sake, as a viewer who loves things that are pretty. I'm like, can I see them walk together one time, please? Because it's so cute how they look alike. But I understand, I get it with what you're saying. But no, for me, nah. If they both went to the same person and got the same fucking outfit in different designs, I'm going to talk about it. So no shade, but
because they did go and get it. It was like
They didn't just
wanted
go,
to
all right,
match.
you have a group of vendors and you have a group of vendors. I'm gonna go this. No, it was
You know what? We need to see in future episodes, are they ever going to give us a look that's completely different? That's what we should really pay
depends
attention
on how
to.
long they last.
How long do you think they're going to last? Honestly, if you had to
Girl.
call it right now.
Snatch Game is next week. I do not
Mhm.
have high hopes for them.
Okay. How long do you think, what placement do you think they're going to be in? And in the comments, you guys let us know as well.
I think Sugar is close to being gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Spice will make it midway. Personally, I think here's the thing. I think with Sugar, like with this episode in particular, it seems Spice is a little bit more grounded than Sugar is. But again, this is all what we just got, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that Sugar's not going to last as long as Spice, though. I think that's going to light a fire under Spice, and Spice is going to start cutting the fuck up. I think but I don't, it just depends on what happens, who they choose, decisions that are made, the people around them. Like that's me, when it comes to this kind of situation. It's like, okay, well, who is going to do what next week? And if they don't lip sync against each other, it's almost going to be like Kennedy Davenport and, may she rest in peace, Chi Chi DeVayne being on the same season, where we could have had that happen. Not happening. It'd be excellent television. So I don't know. I think Spice is going to outlast her, be a little bit longer lasting.
Yeah. I think that they're going to make it far. It's either going to make it to right before the finale or to the finale. And they are going to have to lip sync against each other just because it's production gold.
You think that's either? Okay. No, Matty. Stop that. Get out. Don't do that. Don't do.
Because think about it. They had to make it right before the finale.
No way.
So that is like 5, maybe 6 girls, depending on if they're going to save a queen or not.
That's if they want to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on what works, because if they're really bad, they're not going to let them walk unless.
Because think about it. They can work with honestly anything because their personality just gels so good with everything. And their looks are going to be on.
I think, okay, so this is now a bigger question, Valery. Once this ends and the show's over with, say they don't make it wherever they go and it's an all-stars level, do we bring them in as twins again?
No, I don't want them to go in as twins. I don't.
It'd be interesting to see them by themselves afterwards, like competing as themselves.
Yes.
Like Sugar's
like I've grown as a queen, I've grown as a person, I've grown as an artist, I've done this, like that's their job and that's their shtick or whatever. And I love it for them, but I want them to I want them to be different. I want them to be different, because I'm rooting for them for sure.
They haven't had any critiques just yet. So yeah.
And then the Snatch Game, I think they're going to do good. And I think they are really going to go far. It's going to be for sure top 6.
Who do you think they're going to be for Snatch Game? I don't have high hopes for them just because I just don't. That voice don't travel. It don't go to other places and destinations.
But if they pick individuals that are literally like them, in which there are many.
They can't do this. They can't do Paris Hilton. That's already been done and got mad.
But they could, though. That's what I'm saying. They could.
They'd have to go a completely different route, like Simple Life Paris Hilton. Oh,
I would love for one of them to do Cock Destroyer. I would love.
What if one of their titties come and play?
I would love for one of them to do that. Like, it would be so genius for them to do that. Like, yeah, it would have been so right.
Imagine.
It would have been so good.
Oh, it's been such a rough day. I can see the whole meeting.
Would have been
everything.
That would be chaotic. It would have been chaotic. But like, I just think they're going to do good because their personalities are so good on camera, and whatever's going to be thrown at them, they're going to work with it because they're so used to working with someone else, and whatever their sister throws at them, they're going to be like, I'm going to take it and run with it, because they had that experience before. Because I don't think their stuff is scripted.
I think that they just, like, for competition wise going further, in Sugar's case more than Spice's, they're going to have to learn to deal with opposing personalities that are not immediately going to agree with them and learn to just ride with it, which is what they eventually did. But also don't take it so personal that it fucks with your mentality and how you feel.
And I think that's where Sugar is going to get fucked up at.
Yeah, I think Sugar is going to be put in a position again where they may not be with their sister, and it's going to fuck with their mentality a bit. Like, for example, not to give tea, but low-key, they mentioned it in the trailer, it's going to be a double snatch game, just like how with All-Star 7. One group will go first, then there will be another group. They could easily split that up to where the twins are not with each other.
Right. That is very true. Oh, wait, you know what? I just had an idea. What if they actually do Bratz dolls for a snatch game?
I kind of would live if they did that.
And if they really painted themselves like Bratz dolls,
Minty Drops face, yeah.
Bury that. And because we don't know their personalities. We don't know what they sound like. We don't know anything. They're going to give us a character that is going to be, and they can band off with each other and with everyone else. Like it would be genius for them to do that.
They're saying in the chat, they're going to be Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Shut up.
I cannot.
Race? No.
I cannot.
Hold on. Let me see here. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We have 640 plus people in this live. Y'all are tuned in today for episode 3, not 2, episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 15. All queens go to heaven. We're on the runway, which is Metallica. Thanks, Sugar. Malaysia. Baby doll, baby doll, baby doll. Fox is up next.
Okay, go. I'm gonna let you. I want to hear what you got to say with this one.
It's an almost doesn't count by Brandy situation. I also wasn't going to show Todrick's face on my channel like that. So let's see here. As I take this picture for my friends to see what I'm doing. I have a party to go to after this. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I wanted there to be more chains and whips to excite me because it's Metallica is the category. That wig is everything. The makeup is done. But it's a dress with a bunch of shit on it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I love, by the way, I love the screenshot. I love you having Jinx on the show as well. Hi, Jinx. But the outfit is what?
Bitch, Valery just called Charles Lee Ray Jinx. I am through. Okay, let's
so this outfit is not metallic. It's just not. It's not metallic. It's silver. And the chains are not giving what it needs to be gave. And it just wasn't right. Do I like the hair in the mug? Yes, love it. But this outfit it wasn't constructed good.
But Malaysia, your hair is everything. That wig, I want. Like, yeah. But other than that, it's a dress with a bunch of shit on top. A half-decorated Christmas tree.
Silver is a metal, but it's just not. It's not giving. You know what I'm talking about.
It's not giving Metallica.
It's not giving metallic.
It's not like bam, bam. You know what I mean? And there, we want some bam. She's gorgeous. The shape is right. Mama's giving you silhouette.
Yes, the silhouette is on, which she's good at doing.
You know, but other than that, it's a whole lot of Giselle Bryant on the top part of this dress. Yeah,
it gives me kids just glued and stuff.
And then stop because they got tired.
Yeah.
So the first group goes up, and Sasha Colby is God. Why not? What did we think of this as a whole? Because Valery, I was kind of laughing, and I felt like Selena S. Titties, had her outfit been better, would have been in the top in this situation.
I think Selena S. Titties did a phenomenal job this group. And to be honest with you, I really loved Miss Lux too. I loved Miss Lux. To me, Miss Lux seemed like she was the most comfortable on the stage in that group, in my opinion, how she was talking, how she was doing her spill.
And it was improv. Think about that, y'all.
Yeah, and it was all improv. And I think that she did really, really, really good. She made me chuckle. And obviously, Sasha Colby with the neck snap was great. It gave you another rendition of Choices with Jada Essence Hall. You know, she had that one liner with the look over there.
Right.
You know,
You mean choices with Tatiana and then look over there with Jada
no,
Essence.
because it was I think it was Choices 2020 for that.
Oh, you're talking about this. Oh, yes, the episode. Yes,
episode.
yes.
The Choices 2020 episode with Jada Essence Hall. Look over there. It was a staple. But yeah, and if I'm really being honest, it was cute the first twice, but like that was your whole line, you know?
Hey, listen, you heard that tall man laugh at her. That was gold for her. She said, "Oh, she's doing ballroom stuff by dipping, but we're not going to call it that. We're going to call it." I said, "Okay, here we go."
It was, yeah.
Listen, I thought Sasha did really good. She played into her character. It reminded me of that show, The Good Place, a little bit with how she was sort of in this full spirit of, I'm God, of course I am. Silly. And Selena's like, oh my God, look, this is what I get in heaven. Like, it made sense, and it actually progressed. Anitra was fucking hilarious. I get to be in heaven and do absolutely nothing and get paid for it. Perfect. Just like
did you think that was really funny?
That was funny. I got a cacked at that because it was low-key shade to a couple
it
of
was
girls.
it was very much shade to a couple of girls, but I didn't chuckle. I was like, oh, that was cute.
I think this too, with Lux also doing the surgery with these giants.
That was good. That was great.
I was like,
Lux really, to me, Lux did great in this group.
And I'm glad that Lux is getting that time too, because you know, some girls were trying her early, but I thought this was overall.
Well, the group was great.
Definitely
the group was great.
Well, Selena, I wish you had a better runway because they would have talked to you, girl. I bet you money.
They would have.
She was definitely doing a good job. But
yeah,
acting. All right, ready for bad stuff? Here we go. But I do want to give them this credit. Standing next to each other, this is kind of a cool pop group that is up here right now. You know, I don't know what their name would be. Skittles, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no one can dance in this group, obviously.
Well, no, Aurora can.
Oh, she can?
I mean, she hasn't chosen to dance yet. she hasn't chosen to dance yet, but from what I've seen her do on stage, like her clips and stuff.
Oh, she can dance, but
yeah, she can dance.
Right now, she's giving me manly man.
Yeah, she's definitely giving the rock.
It's the rock, baby.
It's the rock. It's basically what I wanted her to do. That whole episode was fall out
and just stay there.
This was funny. This was her line was funny
when she was about to say the F word and then switch
that was funny.
Girl, I didn't laugh. I think
did it.
I don't. It just
she
gives me try hard sometimes. So
absolutely,
you know. And I felt bad for Spice because she was just doing what she could do.
She was like you said, throwing everything at the wall.
They barely gave her anything to do. I was like, what is happening here?
But it's funny because they barely gave her anything to do, but then she ended up doing the best out of the group. Like it was weird.
Or it was like, look at this white woman's fat booty.
Yeah,
she was basically Vanna White, but hold the last name. It was getting on my nerves. Look at literally like they had her pointing and dancing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
bleach halos. I was like, girl,
a question.
You don't need no bleach. Look at you.
Even with what's her name right here? The one that's in doggy style.
Poppy.
Don't get me wrong. Did she do as bad in this group as the way that they were saying that she did? In this group,
for me, yes, I was bored.
She did worse than Aurora.
Oof. Okay. Aurora's runway was better.
No, but I'm just saying, did she do?
Oh no. Aurora got on my nerves. She basically was a clown for these people. It was kind of annoying. Wearing a hot dog dress at some sort of coney bar in the beach.
Did she do better? Did she do worse than Spice?
Yeah, she did worse. Who Poppy?
Yeah. I'm just running down the list of the group.
Yeah, she did worse than Spice.
And then who else was? It was Aurora, Spice.
I know it's Aurora. Y'all give Valery a second. It's that whoa is coming up. It's all right.
Aura. It's whatever the fuck her name. No, I can't use that word. Listen.
Hold on, wait. Disclaimer. Focus for entertainment purposes only.
Lucy LaDuca.
No, Lucy was good. She did a good
Yeah.
Dolly part, and that impression was actually.
Who else was in
really
it? It was
fun.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, don't forget Amethyst was there.
Amethyst. Oh, well, she's in the bottom. So
Amethyst looks like she's going to be on the Housewives of New Jersey and then not be shown in the final cut. I hated it.
Yeah, I didn't really care for Amethyst
Well,
neither.
they're in a mimosa,
I didn't get this concept.
and then she's
like, who approved this?
What is happening?
And then Aura over here is duck walking. That makes no sense.
None. Asking somebody if they want a hot dog on a stick in this dress. I hated it. All of it. I hated it. How, except for Dolly Parton.
I did like this. I did like this. This was cute.
She was funny. Their whole idea was like a play on like gay stereotypes as far as them going to heaven. And that was your spiel versus the other group that it was a queen who died. And then this is the actual afterlife of like actual things they need, like stuff that they play about mental health, doing face surgery, all that kind of stuff.
So keep in mind that last group, it was Amethyst and Poppy, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Amethyst and Poppy did the worst.
This group, okay. This is by far out of all of them, and even Poppy's. I'm going to say this: Jack's concept was much worse than Poppy's. Like, so a FAG hag, a drag hag or whatever, has found herself in heaven, and this is about what her heaven would be.
Yeah, I think they just tried to connect the LGBT to
the A. Okay, to the A.
Yeah,
this was stupid.
Yeah, it was. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even catch the reference with who they were trying to emulate. I was like, oh, they're past queens. Like, I didn't get it to the end.
I mean, mind you, season 3 Shangela up here, you know, in and out of the skit, but you know, at the same time, girl, listen, you had Malaysia sitting up in there in a bath towel in a goddamn black dress.
Who did the worst in this group? It was, it was a lot of them.
I had to pull up the screenshot of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Jax because what were they doing there?
Jax, and honestly, Robin too.
Yeah, Robin didn't do shit either.
Robin didn't do anything.
It's basically we watched Lindsay Lohan on her second, bar, second 8-ball, excuse me, made her way into heaven, get into the abs, and she met Black God that's going to show her about the life that she'll have because she loves the gays so much. So there's meet and greets, at the bar doing shots. This was so fucking stupid.
It was so weird.
For your lives forever. But the queens that are up there in heaven are in hell. That made no sense.
Mm-hmm. It didn't make any sense. It was stupid. Look at this.
You got these men in their bare feet.
You might as well just take it all off at that point.
There wouldn't be anything to show.
Well, very true.
Yeah. This is the part that killed me. It's like all we see is this wig and the money, and it's like Robin and Jax. I'm like, what? Like, who wrote this?
I don't even. And what were they doing?
Nothing.
What were they doing? And then, which leads back to my point. These two queens, Jax and Robin, were they worse than Poppy? Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think they were. At least Poppy gave dialogue and gave you something that, okay, when she bent over and all that stuff, and when she came out with the word, the first sentence in her dialogue, which was funny to me, like she at least made me chuckle.
They were worse, but I'd rather see more of them. And I agree with the point. They were definitely worse, but I think we all can agree, no shade. Poppy needed to. I was like, I don't know what else you're gonna give us.
So keep that in mind. Okay. Poppy was better than Jax and Robin, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all agree Amethyst was going to be in the bottom with that because that performance was tired, right?
And it's getting close. Yeah,
right. And then so keep in mind their fashion runways between Jax, Poppy, and Robin. Who had the worst runway out of those three.
Valery is trying me today. Girl, you know damn well it was Jax, okay? Like, even
I'm just trying to break it down.
I feel you. I'd just rather see.
No, absolutely. Yeah, me too. I agree with you.
You know, I'd rather see, Jason's lyric before I would see, Mean Girls 3 now available on demand,
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd rather see Jax in the competition, but is that fair? No. I'm all about being fair. I'm all about being fair. For me personally, if you guys are on my channel, you guys know I don't play that biased stuff. And not to say that you are, but I'm just saying, like, I have to just be real in what I see in the edit because it could be totally different.
Bitch, okay, listen, no, I'm with Val, but I'm now thinking this is getting my mind to start thinking about stuff here real quick. We should have had Jax in the lip sync because it was a Diana Ross song. We probably would have actually felt some fucking soul and seasoning in that.
It would have been something.
Jax would have
turned it out. Jax would have turned it out. And they weren't going to get rid of Jax because she was better than both of those girls performing.
What if it had something to do with what Poppy said in Untucked that got her to be?
And I think that's what it was. And I think because at that point you're like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Like, okay.
And it was like, what are you doing? Whoa, the cameras are on, sister. Did you just bow out?
Yeah.
All right.
And I think that's what it was. I think that's what sealed her fate right then and there.
Especially after all that shit you were talking, with the buy losers, that kind of bit, and then RuPaul in production here and that. Well, girl, she doesn't mind going home.
Yeah,
she said, well, let's keep the little Jax. Let's keep let's keep the little Jax. Let's keep him.
Yeah. But I would have loved to see Jax perform.
Mm-hmm. RuPaul did not like that. I know this smile. I do it all the time.
I think every one of us have done this before.
That I've been to a couple of drag shows out there in LA, Flaming Saddles, you know who you were, and I just looking for a tip. I was like, oh no, you're doing the wrong song for me to tip you. Now, listen, top 3: Sasha Colby, Lux, and Lucy LaDuca, who came back after the full,
I agree.
Yeah. And then bottom 3, of course, was Amethyst, Poppy, and Jax. Sasha Colby with her first win for acting challenge on top of that, and a $5,000 campaign. I was here for it, but I'll be honest with you.
Let's keep it real.
Had Selena S. Titties had a better runway, Selena would have probably deserved this win, or Lux. But something about Sasha I was endeared by, and I think this runway was sickening. But I also was like, Lux equally could have possibly had that win. Absolutely. And if Selena had a better outfit, by all means.
Yeah, I think it really came down to the fashion runway with this episode, because I think Lux, Selena, and Sasha definitely gave good performances with their challenge. But the fashion runway kind of put Sasha over the edge between everybody else. But I preferred Lux, to be honest.
I know that gold was just sickening.
Yeah, and she did so good in the challenge.
Well, excuse me, run. I have to stop saying she walked. Ran. I bet you money if she slowed down a bit, they'd be able to really consume her. Very much that. Yeah, shout out to Selena S. Titties. I thought you was good. I just, your outfit. All right, 2 sticks stand in front of us. No, let's not do that. All right, RuPaul knew she was about to get a mid performance, and she was right.
Baby.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Diana Ross.
Ooh. Such a good song. Such a good freaking song to do.
We're going to add this to the wheelhouse of let's try this song again later.
Yes. And you know what I really need to say too? If RuPaul's Drag Race paid attention to all of the songs that Pose had in their soundtrack, I need all of that.
All of them.
I need all of those songs on the Pose soundtrack.
Like, for example, we talked about Amethyst, Been Around the World, that song needs to be a lip sync song, not a walking in flat song. I knew Poppy was going home when I saw this nonsense here.
Yeah.
It got really weird. And Amethyst, and here's the tea. I hear y'all like Amethyst was killing it. She did just
Amethyst
fine.
was what? Okay.
She-
Okay, let's break this down. Let's break this down. I get where she was going. I get because that's the type of performance,
You knew
right?
she had a destination to go to.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't a winning position. She didn't.
She was in traffic, if anything.
Yeah,
But
no,
she got there eventually.
She
No.
got somewhere. She did.
Poppy was a part of a 15-car pileup. You know what I'm saying? And I saw some comments like, "That's my kind of lip sync," and I'm like, okay, cool. We'll see that at the bar. Alim, thank you so much for the super chat. Such a great song, Wasted, double elimination. No, Amethyst got to stay because her coat was lip syncing for her.
Yeah, her hair and her coat she did it justice with the song choice, and she did kind of amp it up a little bit, and I'm glad that she kind of railed it back. You know,
because it was like, this is not the one that you.
This is. I think she noticed that when Poppy went to the back, she was like, "Girl, what are we doing?" Like, "Girl, I'm gonna do completely different." And I think she railed it back right then and there. And but yeah, Poppy just wasn't giving me a Diana Ross situation. It just wasn't that.
She was giving you corny queen.
Yeah.
And I was not entertained for Ain't No Mountain High Enough. First of all, Ain't No Mountain Low Enough. She gets to her knees. And I'm like, what's she about to do here? Then she goes, Ain't No River Wide Enough.
That was funny though to me.
See, I didn't really care for it because she would have to be funny to me for me to
Look
like
at Jinx.
this. Look, Jinx is doing her job covering that. I knew she was a ginger down there. Listen, okay. But Miss Flores, this was a hate crime, not Diana Ross. Also, Maddie, I was cackling watching your Patreon reacting. I was in complete silence when I reacted to this.
Oh, were you?
I stared at my TV. Right? I was expecting something to happen, and it never did. It was so. It was. I don't like what Poppy did. Oops, be mad at me. I thought it was embarrassing, to be honest with you. Let's go, everybody! Like, whose bachelorette party is this? What the fuck is
I don't know who she was trying to, signal or whatever, but it was weird.
Stage. Y'all thought she ate this real talk. Matt, no one's done that before. I'm fine. Look at this little Amy. She giving you, this is literally 62%, no shade. But like, it's more than this -3 temperature outside. Like, come on, this is not the song for that. It's funny. I would have liked it for another song, but it was very much send me home. I don't give a fuck. This is what this was giving. Send me home. I don't care.
Yeah. And honestly, she knew it. She knew that.
Have y'all seen that Rick and Morty episode when people are furniture? This is literally that. Like this is some sort of Adult Swim 2 a.m. Girl, boo. I hated it. Hated it. Look at this.
Yeah, she hated it too, clearly. Yeah, the performance wasn't right for the song. And it's unfortunate. And she tried to, and she even said it herself, like she knew that the song wasn't good for her and she was just going to do her and how she lip syncs. And
hey, if that made her feel better, cool.
Ace, you don't like it neither, Ace?
RB, thank you for the super chat. Imagine if Malaysia got to lip sync this song. Listen, we could throw a lot of people's names.
Everyone else.
This group. Hell, I think Spice and Sugar would have done a better.
Absolutely. Spice would have done
because it would have been Ain't No Mountain.
Yeah. Imagine Spice or Sugar doing this.
It'd have been Lizzie McGuire doing Diana Ross, is what that would have gone down like. I don't know who Diana Ross is, but I know who my absolute favorite of all time is the Hillary of Duffs. Listen, RuPaul was upset. And for rightful reasons, because Diana Ross is her icon. And it's like, here we go. Y'all motherfuckers, I knew I should have thrown Jackson there or somebody with a gown. Either way, Amethyst survives the lip sync and Princess Poppy, she flipped them the bird and burped and walked out.
She just has one of those personalities that is so weird, but it works for me because I like it. I can understand it. But not a lot of people are going to get it. I
feel like I would be cool with her outside of me ever seeing her on this show because I am here for that stupid humor.
Yes, me
foolishness.
Too. Me too.
It just didn't work in this situation because it was so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. So for me, I just felt like she's a little too try hard.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, what I would love to see though, since I've seen them on, Roscoe's, I would love to see her and Irene do a podcast together. It seems like they work really well together because they
Mhm.
just, they give that same banter.
Yeah, both aren't
That
funny.
same, yeah.
I'm kidding.
I can't.
I'm being honest. All right, listen. Bye, Pops. Girl, you already know Lucy about to eat up next week.
Let me tell you something.
Joan Rivers.
Let me tell you, I am so excited
Oof.
to see Miss Lucy do Miss Joan Rivers.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Listen, that's the most makeup I have seen on this baby. This is Marsha as Tim Gunn. Excited.
I'm so excited to see these girls do their snatch game. It seemed like a lot of them have great choices.
Mary
giving birth
with Saucy Santana. I already know that's Malaysia behind her. Like, I'm gagged. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Harold, thank you for the super chat. I don't know, but Poppy left a bad taste in my mouth. Almost felt like there could have been another girl to take her place who didn't get cast. Well, after her comments in Untucked, that's where my mind was at, because I'm like, really, bitch? You're just, well, I know I did bad, and they're probably gonna send me home, so fuck it, I don't care. It looked like that in your lip sync, so why should we care? But no, good luck to her.
Yeah, I mean, I think she was casted for a reason, and yeah.
As a bookmark. Oh, it's time to go. Okay.
Yeah,
it's a bookmark. We want to thank y'all for riding with us on our scholastic journey through Poppy's elimination today, as well as talking about this episode, which was episode 3, All Queens Go to Heaven of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 15 on MTV, Paramount Plus, and wherever you can watch it in your local bars, neighborhoods, homes. The cable you're stealing from that one neighbor you don't like, wherever that's supposed to be. Valery, I had a good time with you today. Thanks for being here, love.
I did too. I had a great time. Thank you for having me on. And you guys, it was great to hanging out with all of you guys in the chat. Totally loved it.
Valery, give them your social medias.
Again, you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Valery with the Y_vision. And Facebook, Valery Medina, as you see on the screen right here. And if you guys want to leave me a little tip, you guys can cash at me right there. And yeah, again, I am going to be having legendary mother Gia Tishi on my channel tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's in 2 hours. And yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to do a live recap of episode number 3. I'm going to ask her some questions and maybe play a little game or two. It's going to be quite interesting and fun. And you guys know, if you guys know Gia, it's going to be quite spicy, you guys. So you guys don't want to miss that. And yeah, thank you again, Matty, for having me on. It was so much fun.
Thank you for that. Girl, who is this backwards punk that sat here and wrote this comment on my Twitter?
Who?
So somebody wrote, you code switch a little too much for my taste, but this you are right on target for.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna show y'all how I operate, just so you know how I do, y'all. Because you're probably watching this live now. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you. I mean,
find a mirror. Okay.
Yeah.
Code switch.
Crazy.
Code switch. I'm one of the blackest motherfuckers on this goddamn platform. Don't you do it in all my fluorescent beige, bitch. Okay. So listen. Thank you, Valery, for being here.
Girl, anything you got going on this? Let's take that.
No, actually, let me give you all this good news. Let me give you all this really good news, because that's funny. But I'm laughing because today I'm getting a new car, bitch.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. My car gave out on me a couple of months ago, and really I was trying to get it fixed, but my mechanic was like, nah, Matt, it's gonna cost you way too much money. And I had a friend of mine who bought a new car, but he ended up getting a really good deal, so he just kept his old car, and he's like, hey, I know you need a car, and like we could do this in the next 2 days if you want to.
Oh my God.
And so he's giving me a really good deal on it. I'm gonna basically buy it from him. And yeah, so I'll have another vehicle again. Look at that, me not tripping over things and how things work out.
Look at God.
I sat and said, let things be. And
Look at God, honey. Look how he works, honey. And what about this cat?
Oh, that's coming up too, because now that I'm getting the car, I can finally go to the adoption agencies and start my process of getting them used to me so I know which one I want to get. So yeah, this is about to be a whole new setup. I'm kind of excited. But yes,
That's
for me, we got the panel tomorrow. We've got other videos that I'm going to be reacting to. The Traders on Peacock is a new show on Patreon on Peacock. I'll be reacting to on Patreon. We're adding that to the menu. A couple of other shows are gonna be popping up, so get ready for that. Yes, lots happening here. We had a lot of people in this live today. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in and being here today. Make sure you follow Valery. Make sure you support her. Make sure you support myself. If you are on some ugly fuck shit like this old bad built, almost called them out their name, did to me today, you run that to your mama or your daddy or the person who doesn't love.
You paid it. Oh wait, somebody, did you guys already talk about the Aja?
Oh, we didn't though. I do need to go, but
yeah.
give like my thoughts on it. Okay. Ugh. Sometimes I wish people would just chew their food and mind their business and just let people be in a moment, because nothing Anitra did I found to be disrespectful. And then to come at them and question their background on behalf of who, like what was going on with that? So I love her, but like, I don't think she needed to give us all of that on Twitter over that situation. That should have been a background conversation. Her bringing it to the light of other people felt very go get her. And I didn't like that energy. That's kind of where I was at. It's like, I hear gatekeeping is necessary in certain situations, but other times I'm like, hold on now. Where are we going with this? Because you're missing a few points with that. So I don't know.
Just briefly with that situation, I think that how are you going to tell somebody that's an icon in the scene to not constructively criticize somebody else that is doing something they don't like? Do I agree with Laomi's comments? No, because I think that Nietzsche did good, in my opinion.
I was talking about Aja's comments.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying,
I agree
that all stemmed from everything. You know, Aja's comments, to me, I think that she is a part of ballroom. She has participated in ballroom, so she can talk about all these things that she doesn't like.
Absolutely.
Do I agree with the comments? I personally don't know, because I haven't seen Aja's comments, so I don't know what was said really.
It was I reached out to her and asked a simple question. She responded by blocking me. What's the problem? Yeah, she blocked Aja when Aja, I guess, asked her about her history within ballroom.
Anitra blocked.
Correct.
Okay.
And so Aja then went on Twitter and was like, can you believe this bitch, in so many words?
Well, she was probably offended that she blocked her.
But also, you coming into my comment section, hey girl, saw you on the show, proud of you. Quick question though, I want to ask you some things. I might be feeling some kind of way, Valery. You coming to my
no, absolutely. I mean, anyone can probably feel that way, but it was an honest question. I don't think she came at her in a way that was disrespectful. You know,
I think she did, only because of how she reacted after the conversation didn't happen, with her needing to blast her on social media when everyone was giving her love at the time of the performance. And it was I'm gonna hop on top of this. Yeah. And I'm gonna make this. And now you're being talked about. And it's like, oh, okay.
And then keep in mind, remember the word that I was saying earlier about ego? That's where a lot of issues always come to play, when people's ego starts coming in. And I'm not trying to say that she has all that, but because I don't know what really
it kind of registers that way. I don't think so either. Aja's done her work, done her dues in the industry, that I give her nothing but respect and love. But I also sometimes I'm just like, do you have to engage in everything? Like, was this even necessary?
Yeah.
Laomi kind of said it all without even tagging someone. You tagged her.
Yeah.
She blocked me. I was like, why would you tag her? Okay. I can't.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. People have opinions. Either you like it or you don't. But you guys, again, Matty has to go. I have to go handle this prep before this live with Gia. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun-filled day. Oh, also congratulations on 21K.
Whoop, whoop.
And getting a new
Congratulations on
car.
20K for
Oh,
you.
thank
See?
you. And yeah, we're definitely have a lot of things stored for you guys in 2023. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. And again, it was a pleasure, babe. I totally appreciate you having me on and love you lots.
Love you lots as well. Thanks for being here, Valery. We're going to go ahead and close this out right now. I'm going to drop Valery off in the back grill here.
Bye, baby.
Bye, love. Thanks for being here, everybody. I had a good time talking about RuPaul's Drag Race with you today. Tomorrow being the panel, Gabby with an I is going to be joining us tomorrow. It'll be a full house. We'll be, going through the full work of this all. Thank you for the support that y'all gave today. Thank you for everybody that dropped a super chat. Thank you for everybody that dropped a tip. Thank you for everyone that tipped Valery. Thank you for everybody that left commentary. You saw how we didn't agree on everything, but we had a conversation about it, and we did it as adults that respected each other. I'm asking you to do the same with myself in the comment section, as well as with people that are commenting as well. We all have difference in opinions, but if you come at me on some bullshit or anybody else, I'm good for the BLOCK quickly. All right? My piece is more important than anybody else's, and so is yours. When you figure that out, this world can be a much better place. All right? Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip if you feel like it. Get in that comment section. Hit that like button afterwards. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will catch you for the next one, but I'll see you tomorrow for the panel. Bye, everyone.
Listen.